1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Residential property or manage a commercial space, our team of skilled technicians has the knowledge, tools, and dedication needed to tackle any challenge. We offer plumbing, HVAC, water filtration, and construction services. UPP is Loudoun County owned.
Hello and welcome to Fireman's Field in Purcellville, Virginia. We've hit the home stretch of the season, the final week, as the Purcellville Cannons welcome in the Woodstock River Bandits. Howdy, baseball fans. Jeremy Huber with you. Lincoln Burkholder alongside Tristan Kunick coming up in just a bit. Well, here's the situation. Strasburg has clinched the top spot in the Valley League North. Woodstock trying to clinch the number 2, basically need a win or a Cannons loss the rest of the way to get the job done. Cannons trying to possibly catch Woodstock with a sweep, also trying to stay ahead of Winchester, currently a half game back of the Cannons in the Valley standings for 3rd place. Welcome in Lincoln again. Going to be fun the last couple days here.
Yeah, big time down the stretch for the Cannons. It's time to show up, put up or shut up at this point. It's 4 games left. Got to secure that home playoff game. At this rate, looks already mostly secured with front row 4 games back, but still got to get the job done to make sure you can play here on Thursday night.
Remember, everybody makes the playoffs, but looking for as many home games as possible. We'll see if the Cannons can improve their standing tonight. We pause quickly for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alexis House.
It's time for baseball as the Cannons and the River Bandits start off the first of 3 games over a 2-day span. To bring you your starting lineups in this one, here's Lincoln Burkholder.
Leading off for the visiting River Bandits, it's the center fielder Jordan Evans batting second, the second baseman Luke Keister. In the 3 spot, the shortstop William Tippett. Batting fourth and cleaning up, the designated hitter Eli Hudgens. In the 5 spot, the right fielder JT Andorowski. At 6, it's the left fielder Christian Toledo. 7 is the first baseman Barrett Eldridge. 8th is the catcher Rocco DePastino. And batting 9th and rounding out the Woodstock order is the third baseman Austin Ford. On defense for the Cannons, third base Eric Martinez, shortstop Ski Kono, second base Rowan Putz, first base Quinn Mayer. Behind the plate, it's Ryan Gargett. And in the outfield left to right, it's Kobe White, Ethan Acevedo, and Thomas Marsala.
And on the hill tonight for the Cannons, pulling his best Shohei Ohtani impersonation, it's Anthony Fernandez, the outfielder slash pitcher from Cranston, Rhode Island, 6'1", 195-pound senior, headed to St. Bonaventure, as Fernandez was set to make his first appearance as a pitcher for the Cannons last week. Game got rained out. Of course, he's been great at the plate for the Cannons this year. 355 average, 26 RBI, 3 home runs, leads the Cannons in RBI and average on the campaign. He'll look to see what he can do tonight as a pitcher. And of course, it's similar to the MLB rules. He pitches because he's designated as a DH. He can stay in the rest of the way.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Shohei Ohtani actually doing the exact same thing tonight for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's the opener for that game. Fernandez expected to open this one, 1-2 innings, and then by word of Coach Fuller, Luke Prohl looking to follow him as the bulk reliever. But yeah, Fernandez, word from him was that he threw, can't remember if it was a no-hitter or a perfect game, but threw 5 or 6 innings in one start in college. So we'll see what he's got tonight. I know he can throw. I've seen it from the outfield. So
we'll see what Anthony can do as he'll take on this River Bandit team that is looking to lock up the number 2 spot in the Valley North. That would mean they get a bye in the opening round, so only would have to win 1 game to get to the North Championship Series. Cannons trying to delay that as long as they can. We'll see what they can do. So welcome in. Thank you so much. As we are ready for baseball, Fernandez winds and delivers and misses outside for ball 1 at 7:01 Eastern Time. Jordan Evans, the center fielder for this Woodstock team, will pop it up on the infield. Kono called for it at first, but now Putz comes in behind the mound, makes the catch for out number 1.
Good start for Fernandez. Worth noting this late in the Valley season, if Fernandez can prove to be a reliable opener, reliable pitcher, I don't think this is the last time we'll see him. Obviously, some short staff at the end of the year in the Valley League, so Purcellville all these teams looking for any help they can get out of the bullpen and in the rotation. If he can pitch well, I think we'll see him again.
Here's Luke Keister. He'll take outside. Keister out of Averett in the ODAC. Luke from Penlaird, Virginia, so right in that area down with the Spotswood High School. 1-0 pitch. That will miss outside. Keister started his career at Shenandoah. He's not seen a lot of time with the Hornets. They're a pretty good team over the mountain. So headed over to Averett. Now the 2-0. That'll miss outside, so count goes to 3-0. Keister back for his 3rd year under Mike Bocock with the River Bandits. Here's the pitch. That'll miss way outside, so a 4-pitch walk to Keister. As after the pop-up, Fernandez allows his first base runner on the walk.
Yeah, that'll be the big thing to watch here. Obviously not a ton of pitching experience, not a ton of reps on the mound in the last couple months and maybe even the last year plus. So just got to look to control the zone, find a consistent pitch that you can get in the zone for a strike. And if you can force weak contact, that'll get the job done. He's got a little Craig Kimbrell stance going, though.
Here's William Tippett. That'll miss outside for a ball. But yeah, last college experience for Fernandez came back at Monroe College, not this past season, but the 2024 campaign. Made 3 appearances, 2 starts. Did pitch a complete game, as that'll miss outside for ball 2. 9 total innings, as he walked 5, struck out 7. 1-0 record, 4.00 ERA. So not a lot of experience, but he has been on a college mound before. But right now, having trouble finding the zone as he delivers, and that'll miss high and away for ball 3, as Brett Fuller already has work up in his bullpen. So not going to let this go too far with Fernandez trying to find the zone. Let's see if he can lock in here. 3-0 count. He delivers, and that will miss outside. So 8 straight balls for Anthony Fernandez. And right now, Woodstock has a golden opportunity to blow this one open early with runners on base as they look to clinch that 2nd spot in the Valley North.
Got a guy who can do it. Step into the plate, 333 average.
Eli Hudgens, as he'll take outside for a ball. In case you're wondering, behind the plate tonight. So Jim Clayton is down at first base. Homer Gott is behind the plate. Justin Singer is at 3rd. Here's the 1-0. That off-speed pitch, he takes a little off of it, and Hudgens way out in front for strike 1. Eli Hudgens played his freshman season at Radford out of Powdersville, South Carolina. 1-1. Hudgens takes, that's high. Great for the Highlanders this year. Hit 324 as a freshman, 16 doubles, 3 homers, 38 RBI. Also stole 20 bases. Was originally committed to West Point, before changing his plan and ending up at Radford. That'll be hit down to first base, stepping on the bag, go to second base with it. Kono will think about throwing behind the runner, but scrambling back in is Keister. So taking advantage of the play, getting the sure out as Mayer stepped on the bag, tried to throw behind the runner. So 2 outs on the board, but 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, smart play by Mayer. Just step on the bag, make sure you get to 2 outs, give your pitcher a chance to get out of this. But it is a dangerous throw to shortstop with a runner on third base, especially
JT Andorowski takes a strike.
Especially given that it bounced to the left a little bit. Obviously, Kono, sure-handed fielder over at short, able to pick it up, but could have gone wrong.
Andorowski will foul that one off, and now after looking like disaster, Fernandez 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Andorowski out of DeSales University, Division III school. Hit over at 300 there. Here's the 0-2. That'll miss high and in as Fernandez tried to put a little on it and almost hit the batter. Target gives Fernandez what he wants. 1-2 pitch. That is going to be hit, and Putz will knock it down. No play. He'll throw it home. So he saves a run by cutting that one off, but it'll be an RBI single infield style for Andorowski, and the River Bandits break on top 1-0.
Yeah, that one just perfect spot. It's tough play for Mayer to read that, decide whether or not you turn to your right side, go try and get that ball, throw back to your pitcher on first, or just let it go. But you're not going to place it much better than that between second and first.
Inning continues. Christian Toledo at the plate. He'll take outside for a ball. On the campaign, hitting just 203 as that'll miss outside. 24 games for Toledo, 10 RBI, 26 strikeouts. So definitely a target for Fernandez to get his first K. Fernandez will catch the corner for strike 1, makes it 2-1 count. Always remember with the Wizard Mike Bocock in the dugout, can always see some shenanigans on the bases. Against a somewhat inexperienced pitcher against Fernandez as that's fouled back. So now, let's see if he puts the runner in motion at first base to try and bring in that second run from third. Two count, 2 outs. Runner goes. That will miss high, and the Cannons will not throw it, as they're content to let Andorowski go down to second base. So 3-2 count. First base is open. Here's the pitch. That is going to miss high. So now the bases are loaded. Still with 2 outs as the inning continues as Toledo draws the walk.
First baseman number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
I was about to mention we'll see what the leash is here, but here comes Coach Fuller.
So Brett Fuller going to go to the pen in the first inning. Looked like Fernandez might be able to get out of it, but he will make the call to the pen. We'll tell you who it is in a moment. 1-0 River Bandits up on the Cannons here in the top of the first, but bases are loaded. 2 outs on the board. The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors. Welcome back into Fireman's Field. As Lincoln told you, it'll be Luke Prohl, the junior out of Marshall and Chantilly, Virginia, 6'3", 215-pounder. Comes into this one with a 4.90 ERA, 11 games pitched, only one start. He's thrown 22 innings. He's struck out 25, has walked 10, has allowed 19 hits. Again, that 2-0 record. His last outing came on July 17th against Front Royal in a 12-5 win. Prohl pitched one inning, allowed no runs, no hits, did not walk a batter as he struck out one.
He's been a solid bulk relief arm out of the pen for the Cannons this year. They're going to need some length out of him today. You mentioned the 22 innings pitched. He does have that start under his belt. So he is capable of pitching deep into this game and giving the Cannons maybe 4+ innings. I know he can give them 3 because we've seen that already this year, but he is capable of 4+, and they could really use that right now. The strikeout to walk ratio is what stands out to me, 25-10. You're not putting that many guys on base via the free pass. You're going to make them earn it, and that's what you're going to have to do here, especially with the bases loaded. So I like this call.
On the campaign, Prohl with 4 outings of at least 3 innings. His high came in a win over Strasburg back on June 24th, where he pitched 3 2/3 scoreless. So let's see what he can do. It's Barrett Eldridge, the first baseman, at the plate. Prohl delivers, and a swing and a miss for strike one.
Oh, wow, that's really bad then.
Prohl out of South Riding, Virginia. He said Chantilly, but it's really South Riding. Freedom High School, great program down there. Here's the 0-1. That's down the middle for strike two. So 0-2 count, 2 outs, 1 on the board for the River Bandits. Bases are loaded, but Prohl 1 strike away from ending the inning in relief. He delivers, and that'll miss outside, trying to get the chase.
That's the second worst song we've played it. The first is Michael's. Michael's Walkers.
Eldridge on the year hitting just 190 in 29 games on the season. The 1-2, that'll be hit down to third base. Martinez will boot it. Can he win the race to the bag? He can't. He knocked it down, but with the runners in motion, he couldn't get to the bag, and that is going to be an error, and the inning will continue.
Yeah, that one just unfortunate. Took the hop, saw it hit kind of like that palm area of the glove. It's hard to kind of grip that baseball through the glove when it hits that palm and bounce right up into his chest. Sometimes it'll work out and it'll fall back into your glove. Unfortunately for Martinez, that time it did not.
So inning continues for the catcher, Rocco DiPastino. Let's see if he can make it be some big-time damage as he will swing and miss for strike one. Rocco out of Indian River State College. Here's Prohl's 0-1, and that's going to hit him, and that is going to bring in another run. So the error in the walks contributing to a big inning already in a game that the River Bandits want to have. Cannons could really use if they want to keep harboring the possibility of getting a first round bye. Number 9 hitter, Austin Ford at the plate as Prohl delivers and misses low for a ball. So DiPastino will get an RBI in that hit by pitch. Well, Eldridge just not on the air. As that'll be fouled off. So count goes to 1-1 with 2 outs. 3-0 lead for the River Bandits over the Cannons here in the top of the first. Anthony Fernandez made the start. Got the first batter, but then walked the next 2. Got a ground out to first base, but after that, as the 1-1 in, and that will be a strike. The infield single by Andorowski. Toledo with the walk. Eldridge reached on the error, and then DePastino on the hit by pitch. Here's the 1-2. That is in there for strike 3. The delayed call by Homer Gowett, but River Bandits do their damage. They put 3 on the board in the top of the first. Cannons coming to the plate in the bottom of the frame. The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity and Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Caseco, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors. Bottom of the first inning as Woodstock puts 3 on the board. Cannons will look to start clawing back with your lineups. Here's Lincoln.
Leading off for the Cannons tonight, coming back from a small stint on the injured list, Ethan Acevedo leading off. Batting second, Anthony Fernandez. In the 3 spot, it's Thomas Marsala. Cleaning up, Eric Martinez. Batting 5, Ski Kono. In the 6th spot, it's Rowan Putz. Behind him at 7 is Quinn Mayer. At 8, it's Ryan Gargett. And rounding out the lineup at 9 is Kobe White. On defense for the River Bandits, it's Ford at 3rd, Tippett at short, Keister at 2nd, Eldridge at 1st. DePastino's behind the plate. In the outfield left to right is Toledo, Evans, and Andorowski.
And on the hill for the Bandits, it's Justin Silverstein, previously of UMass Boston, now headed up a few levels to High Point, as this past season, the then freshman out of Shelton, Connecticut, pitched to an ERA of 6.00, 12 innings pitched, 2-1 record, 12 appearances, just 1 start. Opponents hit only 195 against him. He walked 21 batters, struck out 18. So if he's in the zone, he's really tough to hit, but that will be the question. As Ethan Acevedo at the dish, here's the pitch, and that will be on the outside corner for a strike. Here comes the 0-1 from Silverstein, and that's a big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, Acevedo, small break, some time off after minor injury and game about a week ago now, but he's still batting .361 on the year. Highest average on the team, 2nd highest in the Valley.
0-2 will miss high. Silverstein on the year. The numbers aren't great. ERA is not bad, 4.35 in 9 games and 7 starts, 20 1/3 innings. But he's 0-4 on the year. 1-2, as that'll be off the end of the bat. Q shot past Ridge Fuller down at 3rd base. He's struck out 34. He's walked 27, only allowed 13 hits. So A lot of the damage being done is self-inflicted. His last outing, a tough one on July 15th, has allowed 4 runs over an inning and a third against the Newmarket Rebels. 1-2 pitch. Acevedo will hit it down the line. That's a lot closer, but still a foul ball. So still a 1-2 count, nobody out, with a 3-0 lead for the River Bandits. Here's the pitch. Acevedo will pull this one. Should be an easy play for Keister. It is. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the first.
Designated hitter number 24, Anthony Fernandez.
Here's Anthony Fernandez. Remember, staying in. He was the starting pitcher, but also as the DH. After getting pulled off the mound, he's allowed to stay in and hit as a designated hitter. Silverstein delivers, and that will be in there for a strike. Now, we mentioned Silverstein going to High Point. Kind of famously, High Point he's coming from a Division III program at UMass Boston. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss outside. Now, kind of famously, High Point was one of the first lacrosse programs to get a high-impact Division III transfer who happened to hail from Loudoun County.
And who was that?
Got the pitch. That's what's called a tease, man. Here's the 1-1. That's in for a strike. So Kevin Rogers played at Loudoun County. I think they were calling him the Flying Tomato, as in Sean White had big red hair. I actually coached him in Little League football, but Kevin played for the powerhouse of Division III Lynchburg College, maybe Lynchburg University now. Here's the 1-2. That'll be hit the other way, but playable for Tippett. Throw over, and just in time to get Fernandez for out number 2. But as Thomas Marsala comes to the plate, yeah, Kevin played, because I don't know if it was COVID, he had hit at that point, so he had the extra year or not, but he basically, his last year, he went up to High Point, played, and immediately hit the ground running. It was really good. I think he was part of a big upset they had, maybe over either Duke or North Carolina, but really kind of made that big jump. And now you see a lot more, and interestingly enough, maybe more than any sport, lacrosse kind of got behind in a sense, as Silverstein delivers, as that's low for a ball, but they were recruiting kids so early and signing kids so early that you just had kids who fell through the cracks who maybe weren't mature as a freshman. Then they grew, 3 or 4 inches and gained 50 pounds and went, oh, this guy's a D1 lacrosse player, but he only has a spot in D3 right now. Here's your 1-0. As that will miss inside, because I remember doing some kind of high-level lacrosse games, your Landons, your Georgetown Preps, those guys, and you'd have kids that were, basically signed, sealed, and delivered as freshmen going to the major programs of lacrosse. Kind of crazy. Here's the 1-1, as that'll miss up.
Yeah, lacrosse, one of those sports, similar to baseball, a lot of travel ball recruiting, so less high school. So you get a lot of guys play 12U, 13U, and if you're dominating 14U and you're already elite, teams a lot of the time going to take a chance on you. The verbal commitment.
Here's the 2-1. That'll miss outside. And remember, they kind of adjusted some of those rules. He didn't see that as much, but now, obviously, with the transfer portal, with money involved, and again, a guy like Silverstein who throws hard, who's 6'6", to spend that first year at Division III, someone's going to come looking for you if you end up in that transfer portal. Here's the 3-1, as that's low, so Marsala keeps the inning going with the walk. And that'll bring Eric Martinez to the dish.
Third baseman number 1, Eric Martinez.
Another fun fact about Kevin Rogers, did play pro ball for the Carolina Chaos of the Premier Lacrosse League. Not sure if he's still on the team. Site says contract through 2024, so I would assume not, but did play.
Yeah, I know he played in that Sixes event they do before the season starts, and Yeah, good kid, good family. His brother, Brett, actually coached him too. He went to Lynchburg, stayed at Lynchburg his time. Here's the pitch as that will miss up for a ball. Again, they're from Leesburg, so that's kind of a little interesting nugget there. As we see Silverstein, a guy making the jump from D3 to D1. See it more and more these days. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That will miss up. And honestly, because the portal, I think you see some more of the, the high academic schools, that's the route they go. They would rather go and get a D2, a D3 kid who's done the schoolwork. They know they can kind of get them through as opposed to maybe a junior college kid who they're not sure on. So kind of interesting how that all works. I was telling somebody, I know this year I did the ODAC, the Old Dominion Athletic Conference tournament, Virginia's, North Carolina area teams, and I think 3 of the 4 teams, their ace, and some of them had their second pitcher, were former Division I pitchers who had come down a level. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss for Martinez, and in part, you'd have to think those kids were thinking to themselves, look, I can be pigeonholed D1, maybe be a bullpen arm, maybe get a couple innings where I can go down and actually work out my kinks on a long-term basis at a D3, as that swung on and missed by Martinez, count now 2-2, and maybe get another chance at a higher level.
Yeah, it gives you a shot. Get some playing time under your belt at the college level, prove you can produce at the college level, then maybe get a D1 offer back, and all of a sudden you're in the starting lineup as opposed to sitting in the bench.
2-2, runner goes. That is a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. Martinez goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the frame. Cannons leave 1. We've played 1 as the River Bandits up 3-0. The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co., Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors. 3-0 Woodstock lead over Purcellville as we hit the top of the 2nd inning. And after bringing all 9 to the plate, we're back to the leadoff hitter, Jordan Evans. Remember, the Cannons will play a doubleheader against the River Bandits tomorrow. And then on Wednesday night, they will host the Winchester Royals to wrap up the season before a likely playoff game, and will be a home playoff game, against opponent to be determined on Thursday night here at Fireman's. Here's Luke Prohl, as that is foul tipped into the middle of Gargett by Evans for strike 1.
Yeah, as it stands, if the season were to end today, Purcellville would host Newmarket here at Fireman's Field on Thursday.
0-1. That is roped out to left field. Going back is White, and Kobe will run it down in the gap for out number 1. White got on the horse and tracked that one down, and we talked about it before, Lincoln, that you almost here at Fireman's Field have to have your left fielder be a center fielder. Kobe White proved he is one right there.
Yeah, Kobe White, I actually remember from the Valley last year, played a lot of center field. He's got speed, he's got a glove, and he great jump on that one, ran it all the way down, made it look easier than it really was, and big out.
So here's Luke Keister as he'll take inside, almost hit him. Keister started the rally, getting a 4-pitch walk from Anthony Fernandez in the top of the 1st. And Prohl coming on in relief, got the final out of the frame. Here's the 1-0. That will miss for ball 2.
Two balls in softball. Yeah, 2 balls. The percentage used in softball, and it's not used in middle. So look here. When you put it in.
Here's your 2-0. That'll miss high. Keister, we mentioned, third year with the River Bandits. Actually played in the Rockingham County Baseball League after his senior year of high school. Earned all league honors. Here's your 3-0. And that will be in there. And, of course, if you're not familiar with the Rockingham League, it's kind of a mix of you get kids just out of high school. You have adults, like old adults, playing in that league in the summertime. So it's an interesting mix. 3-1. That will miss inside. So Keister draws his second walk of the inning, of the game, I should say. And he's the first man on for the second straight frame.
Keister does that very well. Had 21 walks coming into this game. He's got 23 now, but just 13 strikeouts. So he's almost double his strikeouts in the walk category, which is always a good sign. That's part of the reason his on-base percentage is now north of 432, where it started when this game began.
Here's William Tippett. As he'll take a strike. Tippett first time up. Also drew a walk.
Tippett is tied for the team lead in home runs with 3. 2 triples as well this year.
As thrown over to first base. We had a bug fly and I couldn't figure out what it was.
There was a fly that landed on my leg a couple minutes ago. I'm going to guess it's the same fella.
Well, I saw a murder hornet out there a little earlier. At least it looked like it was gigantic. It was out on the netting, so I'm going to get stays away.
Yeah, let's keep that thing out of here.
Runner goes the other way, and a well-executed hit and run until Keister ball hits him. So he is out, and Tippett reaches because the ball hit Keister, and again, just a beautifully executed hit and run. The runner just didn't pay attention, ran right into the ball.
That was a video game-esque hit and run when you're playing the CPU and the second baseman just automatically heads over to second. Obviously, he has to cover that, so if you can place that right in the 4-3 hole, there's not going to be anybody there, and there wasn't until Keister untimely got hit by it.
So that'll bring up Eli Hudgens as Hudgens takes up for ball 1.
This is the first time I've seen that, though. How's that scored?
Or runner interference. We got to figure what the score is. It could be a fielder's choice because the guy makes it on. We'll find out. As that'll be popped out of play. Yeah, Hudgens mentioned Radford and Poundersville, and remember I talked to his coach at Radford before the season, and he just completely gushed over this kid and his attitude. Runner goes that's a swing and a miss as Prohl just not paying attention, and Tippett took off to get himself into scoring position.
Yeah, worth noting, Tippett, kid can fly. 18 steals now after that one. He's been caught just once.
That's the easiest one he's going to have all year long, as that will be fouled off as Hudgens stays alive as Gargett couldn't squeeze it. And his coach at Radford talked to me, said, and he was going to the Army. He's going to be in combat. He just kind of has that killer personality, just wants to win more than anybody I've been around. That's the type of guy you want on your squad. Here's the 1-2. That'll miss inside, so count goes even. 2 outs. 3-0 lead for the River Bandits, but runner on second base as they look to add on. Runner goes again, and this time a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning as Tippett takes the ball on his back for his troubles as Martinez trying to get over there. Couldn't make the catch, but the third out already recorded on the strikeout. So Woodstock leaves 1. We played 1.5 as the River Bandits up on the Cannons, 3-zip. The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors. Welcome back as it's a 3-0 lead for Woodstock. As the Cannons will bring 5, 6, and 7, Kono, Putz, and Mayer to the dish here in the bottom of the second. So again, Cannons, and specifically Prohl, ends an inning with a strikeout, benefited by the Tippett expected base hit. Keister running right into it.
Was ruled base hit with runner's interference. Took a look at the live game cast just to make sure.
So here's the pitch from Silverstein right in there to Kono for strike one.
It's got quite the velocity on that fastball. It's touching 95 on that pitch.
And he can bring it. Here's the 0-1 as that's in the dirt. Question is, can he bring it over the plate?
It's a powerful windup. Big leg kick. Arm comes way back. It's a full over-the-top delivery, which you don't see that often nowadays. You see more of a 3/4 from most guys, but he's letting it fly from above his head.
1-1, and that's swung on and missed by Kono for strike two. Again, it's one of those guys that you just kind of look and say, how did this guy end up playing Division III baseball? But, you know, guys mature slower. You know, things may not come, may have an injury that teams are not exactly at the highest levels or interested in signing a guy with that, but obviously he showed something. Here's the 1-2 as Kono will take for strike three. Could not get the bat off his shoulder. And one out here in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, number 32, Rowan Putz.
Here's Rowan Putz. Rowan comes into this one as he awaits the pitch from Silverstein. Here it is, as they'll take high. Putz on the year, hitting .250 in 17 games. One extra base hit. 17 strikeouts on the year. Out of Kansas State. Here's the 1-0 as he'll take high for ball two. Chatted with Rowan before our last game, just quickly. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in the dirt. Actually asked him how to pronounce his name. He said it was Rowan. And I said, yeah, I looked it up at your brother. He's got an Irish name too. And he goes, yeah. And one of the other guys in the dugout goes, you're Irish, man? He goes, yeah, I am. So they were very excited about it. I apologize. I don't remember Rowan's brother's name, but it was even more of an Irish-sounding name than Rowan is. 3-0 pitch, shows bunt, pulls it back, and he'll take strike one.
Well, coach saying he is stifling Mason's creativity.
That's a good idea, Jack. I said it.
Here's your 3-1, and he goes up the ladder trying to get that one, swings through it for strike two. Quidmare on deck.
Do you mind starting the game?
Putz has two siblings, Carter and Jude, according to his Kansas State profile.
Might make it on time, but if you're able to get here and get everything set up, that'd be great. Remember the combo, the pin number's 2323.
Here's your 3-2 pitch, as that is low. So Putz will head down to first base. Second base runner of the game for the Cannons, both via the walk.
It's quite the athletic family Putz is in. Carter, his brother, played 5 seasons at Notre Dame in baseball. Jude currently plays at Florida State. Obviously Putz at Kansas State, so a trio of Division I baseball players.
High-level ones, too.
Yeah.
Mayer will take it as it gets to the backstop. DePastino had to come flying out of his crouch. Only got a piece of the glove on it. So runner heads down to second base, and the Cannons have their first man in scoring position tonight.
Oh, the guy got a tattoo of, yeah. Morrison? No, I haven't.
1-0 count. 3-0 lead for the River Bandits.
Oh, man, it worked out. Yeah.
Here's the pitch, as that will be hit out to center field. Going back is Evans, but he'll circle back in. Makes the catch, and going to third base will be Putz. Ball's thrown away, but ricochets back in. Putz almost got pulled off the bag as Ford put the tag on him with a little extra emphasis. So he'll tag up. Runner at third base now for the Cannons, but with 2 outs as Ryan Gargett comes to the dish.
Yeah, that one just came in hot. Shortstop picked it up, threw on to third, got past him, hit. Looks like maybe the wall down there. Just came flying right back into third baseman Ford's glove. Looked like he couldn't believe he even had to tap Putz on the helmet just to make sure he was there, but hit a guy on the top of the helmet, all you're going to do is push him down into the base as long as he's standing on it, and thankfully Putz was.
So here's Gargett. As that'll be in for a strike. I know this is well before you or Tristan were born, but 91 World Series, Ken Herbeck, I believe it was Shane Mack, put a tag on him in the movement, basically pulled his leg off the bag. Umpire called the guy out, which was just amazing, as that is in there for a strike. Now, I was rooting against the Braves, so I was happy with it, but yeah, it was one I was like, how, what, how did you make this call? But
I have to admit, I think I've seen that clip.
It surfaces every once in a while.
In like a worst calls of all time compilation.
It's up there. It wasn't good, but here
Doesn't
comes
help that it's World Series ball.
that too. 0-2 pitch, that's low. Yeah, again, it was the 7th game of the World Series, if I remember correctly. I mean, it was a hotly contested game. That's the one Jack Morris throws 10 innings. John Smoltz threw 9. Yeah, great World Series that one was. 2 worst to first teams. Played a classic. One of the many heartbreakers for the Braves. Here's the 1-2. That is swung on and missed by Gargett for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Also, in my time tonight, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lincoln and Tristan will take you the rest of the way. River Bandits up on the Cannons 3-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd. The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. This is Lincoln Burkholder on play-by-play now, following the departure of Jeremy, joined by my new partner Tristan Kunek on color. Luke Prohl still on the bump for Purcellville. 1.1 innings to this point, settled in nicely last inning. Allowed just the walk and then the aforementioned runner's interference base hit from Tippett before striking out Hudgens to send Woodstock back to the dugout. Be looking to keep some momentum rolling here. Try and keep this thing at a 3-run game. First pitch up high, ball 1 to the 5-hitter JT Andorowski. Singled his last time up, drove in a run. Came around to score as well. That one popped up shallow left field. White coming in on it, and he will make the grab for out number 1. So a quick first out for Prohl, and I'll bring in Christian Toledo with one away.
Looked good off the bat and just kind of died in the air. Kobe White just having to take a couple steps in and make that catch. As you mentioned, Prohl settling in nicely, giving the Cannons offense a chance to make this a game.
Yeah, that one just under it. You see those with the backspin just kind of hold up in the air, and so sometimes a tough play, but White made it routine. That one in for strike 1 to Toledo. He walked his last time up, was stranded on third back in the first. Toledo was the last batter that starter Anthony Fernandez faced. So his first time seeing Prohl. That one just misses. 1-1. Good crowd here at Fireman's Field tonight, given the county fair. Still pretty packed out. That one in there for strike 2. So Prohl is ahead 1-2 against Toledo. .203 average on the season, 333 OBP. That one just outside, and we'll leave it up once again, this time at 2-2.
Lots of baseball fans for Cannon. Lots of baseball games for Cannons fans coming up this week.
They got quite the lineup. Doubleheader tomorrow, game on Wednesday, game on Thursday likely. 2-2, line down the first base side in foul territory. Cannon's dugout getting out of the way, or I should say the guy's outside of the dugout.
Good leap from Ridge to try to make a play on that ball.
Yeah, he was looking to go up and get that thing.
Wasn't able to make a play though.
That one swung on and missed in the dirt. Gargett will lay the tag on Toledo, and that will be the second out of the inning for Luke Prohl. 2 up, 2 down.
First baseman number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
Brings in Barrett Eldridge. Prohl looking to go 1-2-3. Eldridge looking to prevent that. Reached on that error at third last time up. That scored a run and allowed Rocco DePastino to come to the plate, where he was eventually hit, score another one. This one lined out into left. White comes in on it, catch, and that will end the top of the third inning. So a quick 1-2-3 for Luke Prohl. He's through 2.1. It's still 3-0 Woodstock, though, as we head to the home half of the third.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity and Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. 3-0 Woodstock lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Cannons, 9-1-2 in the form of Kobe White, Ethan Acevedo, and Anthony Fernandez. Cannons still in search of their first hit tonight. That is what plagued them 2 nights ago in their last game against Winchester, a 2-0 loss on the road. Just 1 hit across 9 innings in that one, made 3 errors. So not the best performance on the road, especially against a team that you're battling for the 3 seed, but looking to bounce back tonight through 2 innings. Silverstein has been fantastic, to say the least. I mean, just 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Still hasn't been through the order. This is the remainder of the first time through the order right here in Kobe White. Had a good game last time he was here at Fireman's Field against the front row of Cardinals. That one up high, gets out of the way, ball 1. Last time here at Fireman's, Kobe White, 3 for 3, got hit twice as well. That one misses, 2-0. So 5 times to the plate, and he was on first base all 5 times.
Also worth noting, after he got hit twice there, he was tied for the league lead in most hit by pitches.
That one in there to make it 2-1. Be interesting to see if he's still up there. I would assume he is. As far as the division goes, he is still tied for first with 10, alongside Brett Mosley of Strasburg. Fouls that one off. It'll be 2-2. In the league, I would assume that 10. Oh, wow. Scratch that. Harrisonburg Turks. This is Jackson Schraft has been hit 17 times this season.
So it must have been the division you were talking about in the last game, not the league.
Yeah, I mean, unless he got hit 7 times over the weekend, which would be quite the scene, but
that would hurt to wake up on Monday.
He's worn just a couple this year, Schraft has. That one swung on and missed at the high fastball. White goes down on strikes, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8.
So Silverstein continues the dominant start to this one. That's his 4th strikeout. He's got 1 looking, 3 swinging. That'll bring in Ethan Acevedo, looking to get something going here with 1 out for the Cannons, trailing by 3. That one high and away, 1-0.
He grounded out to second his first time up. Need to get him going after coming back off that sabbatical, like you said, for that injury.
A little minor. That one swung on and missed, 1-1. As I was saying, a little minor injury sustained on a play where he was racing back to first base against Stanton, I believe.
Yes.
He had not played since. This is his first game back after resting for a little. This one lined foul, out of play on the left side. But despite the absence, his presence in the lineup is more than welcome. 361 average. I'd mentioned it earlier. That's second in the North Division. Might be second in the Valley League. I'd have to take a look at that. It is. Just ahead of teammate Anthony Fernandez, who's on deck. He's in third. 1-2 count. Acevedo stands in, swings, grounds it to second. This one picked up by Keister, thrown on to first. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the third.
Designated hitter number.
That'll bring in the aforementioned Anthony Fernandez. 355 average on the year. He and Acevedo trail just Eddie Castillo of the Strasburg Express. 386 is his number. First pitch to Fernandez, lined back towards us in the booth. Strike one.
Anthony Fernandez swings that bat so hard every time. Looks like he's trying to launch it into town every time he takes a swing.
Yeah, just incredible bat speed from Fernandez, and it's part of the reason he boasts a 923 OPS on the year. That one in the dirt, 1-1. Marsala's on deck if Fernandez can get on. The 1-1 on the way. That one's low.
Yep, go ahead.
And it's 2-1. Last time up, Fernandez grounded out to short.
You go down in the air conditioning room.
Back in the first.
When you open the door and you're
Silverstein will step off, readjust, put the rosin bag.
handles should be parallel with the pipes. If they're perpendicular, like if one of them's 90 degrees, and that means it's shut off. So to open it, you just
He's back on the mound and set. Fernandez ready for the pitch. 2-1 on its way. That one just inside at 93, and it's 3-1. It's a good take by Fernandez.
yeah, there's one of them that's. I think they
He's
should
walked
be
19 times this year, struck out 15. So a healthy walk to strikeout ratio there. 3-1. Grounded to second. Tougher play for Keister, but he makes it look routine, and that is out number 3 in the bottom of the third. So a pair of groundouts to second. Keister gets both of them done, and that will wrap things up for the first 3 here at Fireman's Field. Woodstock 3, Purcellville 0 as we head to inning number 4.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. Still 3-0 in favor of the visiting River Bandits. Luke Kroll remains on the mound. He's through 2.1, I believe. Yes, 2.1 innings of work so far. He's allowed 1 hit to Tippett back in the second. Granted, it was the interference, so no real hard contact to put anybody on so far. He does have a walk and a hit by pitch, but he's pitched solidly so far. He'll get Rocco DePastino to lead off the inning. He fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Behind him, it's Austin Ford, and then back to the top of the order for the third time in Jordan Evans. That one outside, 1-1.
Think Jeremy was saying if they win this game, they're clinching that second spot in the division, which Cannons, to hold that third spot, need to steal a couple here against the River Bandits.
That one fouled off behind the plate, 1-2. That is correct. My math serves me right. I believe to take that 2 spot from Woodstock, Woodstock would have to lose their remaining 4 games. Purcellville would have to win all 4 of them, 3 of which are against Woodstock, doubleheader tomorrow against the River Bandits as well. 1-2 pitch on the way from Prohl. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 to DePastino, and there's 1 away here in the 4th.
Trying to chase that high heat and just couldn't catch up. Good pitch by Prohl there. He's been dealing as he's now gone the last 5 up, 5 down. Like you mentioned, really that only blemish coming on that runner interference hit.
Yeah, obviously the hit by pitch back in the first did score a run, as that one's in there for strike 1 to Ford, but worth noting that that hit by pitch only came to be as a result of the 2-out error from Martinez that allowed the inning to continue. 0-1 breaking ball, great one in there for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. Prohl on the verge of potential 5th strikeout. He's got some good swing and miss stuff so far tonight.
Cannons also getting the Royals later on this week.
That one lined to first. Mayer can't pick it up. Flip to Prohl, gets away. So on first will be Ford with 1 away. Ruling pending, but it will go down as a hit as expected. Hard hit ball, tough play.
Looked like Mayer almost tripped there as he was trying to go for that ball, and then it kind of bounced weird to his glove. Good effort from him to get to the ball and still at least give himself a chance to make a play for Prohl, but yeah, just kind of a downward spiral after that ball was hit from the start.
Yeah, it was hit hard down that right field line, yeah. Mayer did get in front of it. You mentioned the effort to try and get it. That one's swinging, check swing, but he does make contact. Throw on to second for 1. Kono will hold on to it. So 2 away on the fielder's choice. Evans reaches first. See if they send him. He does have quite a few steals this season.
"12 stolen bases this year. He hasn't been caught yet."
He's got a healthy lead over there. Prohl kicks and fires. That one lined out into right center. It will get down for a base hit. Rounding second was Evans, but he will stop. So first and second, 2 gone on the base hit from Luke Keister. He's been on all 3 times he's come to the plate today.
Good piece of hitting there. Flared it out into that gap, kind of in the Bermuda Triangle between the right fielder, center fielder, and second baseman. Good job by Marsala to get it quick in and keeping the runner at second. As, like you said, Evans rounded second thinking 3. Marsala got it in quickly and good grab there by Kono to keep him at third too. Keep him at second, excuse me.
So 2 men on, 1 in scoring position for the River Bandits. Still 2 gone for William Tippett. That one going to be in there for strike 1. Tippett's had a good night so far. Walked back in the first, came around to score on the error. singled in the second, stole second as well before being stranded.
Bring it upstairs.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It's a long walk.
0-1. Popped out into center. Acevedo coming in on it. And back on it is Putz to make a nice over-the-shoulder grab. Looked like a wide receiver on a football field on that one. Good play from Putz, and that will end the inning. So Prohl leaves 2 on. The River Bandits go scoreless for the 3rd straight inning. We head to the home half of the 4th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity and Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back into Purcellville. 3-0 remains the score in favor of the visiting Woodstock River Bandits. 2 up for the Cannons this inning: Thomas Marsala, Eric Martinez, and Ski Konos. The heart of the order in 3-4-5. Purcellville still in search of that first hit. Silverstein has blanked him so far.
First time we've seen the perfect pitcher stay on the mound after 3. The couple last 2 teams to come through have had a pitcher going with a no-hitter through 3, and then they pull him. It was the Front Royal Cardinals and I think the Royals the last 2 times.
Yeah, the second half of that doubleheader, the last game here in Purcellville, Liam Powell was Front Royal starter. He went 5, gave up 4, but the game before that, 3 no-hit innings for Cortland Clark before he was pulled. And the game before that, 3 perfect innings from Miguel Hugas before he was pulled. So that one, ball 1 to Thomas Marsala. 861 OPS for the right fielder tonight. He's played mostly first base this season, but with Fernandez on the mound, shifted into the corner outfield. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. He was trying to do some damage to that one, but it's 1-1.
Marsala has definitely done some damage recently. He's been on a tear.
Has a couple homers in his last couple games here. Slugging percentage at blistering .550 on the year. It's the highest mark in the starting lineup tonight.
Leading the team with 7 home runs.
I would think that 7 home runs would put him somewhere near the top of that category in the league as he steps back into the box. Yeah, tied for 4th in the Valley with home runs. He's tied with Eddie Castillo, who I've mentioned before tonight in the batting average column. 1-1 pitch, fouled off behind the plate, 1-2. Valley League leader is Landon Beaver of Strasburg. He's got 11, followed by Wyatt Campbell of Stanton with 10.
Yeah, that's what they yelled at 1-2.
If my memory serves me right, Landon Beaver hit one here not too long ago.
He did in the last time they played each other here.
I think Wyatt Campbell may have hit one as well. That one misses, and it's 2-2. I guess I did announce the game against Stanton. Can go find out if Wyatt Campbell did or did not. He did not. He doubled off the wall. So close, but not quite.
I was going to say, I don't think we've seen too many opposing home runs here. I can think of 2 off the top of my head.
That breaking ball misses, and it'll be 3-2. That had some nasty movement on it, though, from Silverstein.
Then again, we've also probably seen half the opposing teams visiting here as other teams, considering all our home games seem to be getting rained out.
We had 12. It's either 12 or 13, I believe, in the rain out count for the Cannons this year. Luckily tonight, clear skies, sunny, and they're blue. Umpire. Umpire is saying 2-2. It is definitely 3-2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
On the website, it says 10 rainouts. You count the game they had, just the scrimmage game they had, that would take it to 11.
That is a lot. 2-2 pitch now. That one up high, and now it's 3-2 for what I believe is actually the 7th pitch of this at-bat.
I do believe there was a mess up there, but
Paul doesn't lie. He got the ball 3. We'll do full count here to Marsala. Silverstein kicks and fires that one in the dirt, and it's ball 4 to Thomas Marsala. So the potential miscount does not end up affecting anything. Marsala takes his base, and there's a man on to lead off the 4th.
and the only thing that Silverstein has struggled there is he's walked. That's his 3rd walk of the night. But outside of that, like we've said, he's been perfect, and he's always been able to get away with just that 1 base runner. Hasn't had any issues. But second time Marsala's on base via the walk.
That's what I picked up my pregame scouting report of Silverstein, 20.2 innings. He's got 27 walks, but he's got 34 Ks. But first pitch to Eric Martinez is up high for ball 1. But back to Silverstein. It's not, the world's friendliest strikeout to walk ratio, but he does still have a number more strikeouts than he does walks, so still good. But the big number is in those 20.2 innings, just 13 hits. Opponents are batting 191 against him. That is flat out amazing. That one's in there. Strike 1 to make it 1-1 to Martinez.
4 Ks tonight for him thus far to those 3 walks.
Yeah, you see pitchers like that at the major league level. I just watched Mackenzie Gore the other night. The 1-1 is swung on, fouled off. I believe it actually hit Martinez.
Looked like he was a little late on that one, but catcher's walking out, and third base coach from Woodstock was walking over to talk to him, so I guess it must have gone off him.
Yeah. Mentioned Mackenzie Gore. Obviously, yesterday's start for Gore, not one to go off of in the strikeout walk department. He gave up 8 runs in, I believe, 2 innings, 2.1 innings of work, something like that. But he's a guy who, at his best, will walk 4 or 5 batters while striking out 8 to 10. It can work if you can spread out the walks well. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
I think Silverstein wanted that one. That one looked good from up here in the booth. Looked like it might have caught that bottom corner.
Yeah, I waited on it to see what home plate umpire Homer Gowett thought. He saw outside, so we're evened up at 2-2. That one checked at, but he's rung up on the called strike. So strike 3 to Eric Martinez. He goes down looking. That's his 2nd strikeout tonight. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
Silverstein got what he wanted anyway. That one getting the paint on the outside to get that strikeout there.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to hit. He's got some arm side run here coming across the plate from the right side. Noticed it on a couple of his pitches tonight. He's also got a slider that, when it's right, seems to be very difficult pitch to hit. First pitch to Ski Kono. He lays down a bunt, but it rolls well foul. Strike 1.
Kono definitely the leader in successful bunt attempts here for the Cannons. I don't know if they have a stat for that, but I could tell you via the eye test, he's got to be up there.
I'm not seeing a stat for sacrifice bunt specifically. They have sacrifice hits, but that is a mildly different category.
Also, it's not necessarily always a sacrifice. He's reached a couple times on a bunt. He's done it as a leadoff guy a couple times.
Check on Marsala at first. Don't let the usual first base position fool you. He can run, and he will run.
I believe he's done it 12 times this season successfully.
Yeah, third base coach Rich Fuller not afraid to send him. It's a very athletic first baseman and corner outfielder. A whole lot of pop.
15 times this season, excuse me. Been caught twice. We've mentioned earlier this season that Cannons well lead the league by successful steals.
The 1-1 to Kono popped up foul.
We'll see how aggressive they get in these next couple games, considering, you know, how important these following games are. Can't afford to give up not necessarily useless outs, but can't afford to take those risks as much as they were earlier in the season.
Yeah, there are a couple guys on this team that just struggle to get thrown out. I mean, it's not a struggle. It's a big help. Kono at the dish is one of those guys. That one going to miss low for ball 2. So a 2-2 count to the 5-hitter Ski Kono. Marsala on first, one away. Rowan Putz on deck.
Kono with 23 stolen bases himself leads the team.
Kono is second in the Valley. Silverstein will step off. Take a look over at Marsala.
Yeah, I think Marsala started to jump a little bit too early. And Silverstein's eyes in the back of his head had him turn around.
So 2-2 to Kono on its way. That one's going to miss. It'll run full. You mentioned Kono's 23 steals, second in the Valley. The only player ahead of him is the Harrisonburg Turks. Jalen Evans, he's stolen mind-boggling 32 bases this year in 36 games. So he's averaging just about a steal a game. They're going to call a pitch clock violation, I believe, on Silverstein. So that'll be ball 4 to Ski Kono. He'll head to first. And 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position with 1 out.
Not the first time we've seen that here, as pitching coach Tyler Bocock going out to talk to Silverstein. But as you mentioned, that pitch clock violation on a 3-2 count, awarding Ski Kono that free base.
That is not the scenario that you want if your pitcher's going to get a pitch clock violation at some point in a game. A 3-2 count is not the one you want to do it in, but Silverstein has, regardless, pitched very well tonight, so he'll look to just rebound here. Rowan Putz back in the second. He walked. He's one of Silverstein's now 4 walks on the day. Made it all the way to third, but was stranded there. It's a big spot for the Cannons. First and second, 1 out. Trailing by 3. They'd love to get something going here. Played a run or 2. First pitch to Putz outside. Catcher DePastino will hold on to the back pick, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, no one was over on first to cover the back pick for Kono, so he was walking back free. It's not like he could have gone anywhere, as Marsala was back at second anyway.
That one going to be in there, and it's 1-1 now to Rowan Putz. Worth noting, Silverstein on the day has already thrown 69 total pitches, so he's getting up there. through 3.1. Runners dancing around, and they got Marsala caught up in a rundown. Kono's heading for second now. He's on second, so Marsala's got to go. And he will try and get around the tag from Silverstein himself, but he cannot. And there's 2 away with a runner on second.
Yeah, Marsala just kept on dancing in that spot. He was quite far off. And Silverstein doing good to keep an eye on him. He was able to turn around and catch him in the act, obviously, as they got him in that rundown. But Silverstein kind of had that spidey sense, knowing that Marsala was jumping around quite far off.
So Kono heads to second. Marsala is retired. 2 away, runner on second. 1-1 count. That one going to be in there, and it's 1-2 now to Rowan Putz. Silverstein just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. He still has not allowed a hit to this point. And with his pitch count getting up there, there's a chance that all we see of him tonight is 4 no-hit innings.
I think he's going to come back out for the 5th the way he's been pitching. He gave up the 1 walk, and then the other walk came on that pitch clock violation as that one goes in the dirt. Although I don't think that's – I think that was Ski Kono messing with his head and kind of got him there.
Yeah, that's what obviously didn't make the pitch call. Was waiting to mention the Ski Kono, like you said, dancing around over there on second base. Silverstein took a peek back right before he launched that fastball, but that one straight into the plate, hits the catcher in the chest guard. It'll make it 2-2 to Rowan Putz. Silverstein looking back and forth, kicks and fires, grounded third base side. That one's going to skip foul. And they'll do it again at 2-2. On deck if Putz can find his way on. Quinn Mayer flew out to center his last time up. For the time being, it's still 2-2 to Rowan Putz. 2 gone in the inning. Kono would love to scamper home. Swung on and missed. 95 up and above the zone. That's strike 3. Silverstein strikes out 2, strands another, and that'll do it for 4 innings here in Purcellville. Woodstock 3, Cannons 0 as we head to inning number 5.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome you back into Fireman's Field here in beautiful Purcellville, Virginia. Great night for baseball. 3-0 River Bandits as I throw it over to my partner, Tristan Kunek. He'll take you through the 7th inning here on play-by-play.
Luke Prohl remaining on the mound. Thank you, Lincoln. Luke Prohl remaining on the mound for the Cannons as he finishes up his warm-up pitches. He's been solid through 2.1 here. He's going to see Eli Hudgens, JT Andorowski, and Christian Toledo.
3.1. The last couple innings,
That is right, 3.1.
not a lot of offense for either team.
As that one's checked swing fouled back.
Hudgens 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to first. Back in the first. Struck out swinging in the second. That's his last at bat.
Pearl now reaching his season high in innings as that one's outside for ball 1. Count even at 1-1.
I believe Jeremy said earlier it was 3.2. So he's 1 out away from matching that season high.
That one swung on, lined out to left field. Kobe White's under it, though, and he'll make the catch. That'll be 1 away for the River Bandits. And if you were right, I was checking earlier. I thought I saw 3 when he pitched against the Royals just a couple days ago here. But that will match his season high, as it was 3.2.
Yeah, I do recall the 3-inning performance against the Royals. That was a good one. He was pretty nails in that outing.
He went 3.2 against the Express, as that one is outside and high to JT Andorowski. Went 3.2 just a week before against the Express. Went 3 against the Express to follow. 2 big wins there for them, as that one catches the inside corner for strike 1. JT Andorowski today, RBI single, and he came around to score in the first, and he flew out to left in the third. Up here for his third at bat of the game, as he swings through that one and fouls it off for strike 2.
Yeah, that one looked like it might have got a piece of his back ankle, which unfortunately for Andorowski is not the one you wear the ankle guard on. So he's going to feel that one in the morning, but stays alive, shakes it off, steps back in.
As that one's lined out towards center. Acevedo coming in, makes the diving catch, able to get his glove under it. They're saying no catch. Third base umpire Justin Singer saying he didn't make the catch.
Cannons fans not happy with that one tonight.
Cannons fans are very upset with that one, as they rain down boos here at Fireman's Field, as Acevedo looked very clear to have came in making the sliding catch and getting his glove under it. So they're going to give a double to JT Andorowski.
Fuller wants to talk to third base umpire Justin Singer.
That is a very... obviously, we don't have replay here in the Valley, but it'd come in handy here, is it looked like he got his glove under it from up here. An amazing play. Nonetheless, he came in quite a ways from center, showing off his speed to get his glove under it on a sliding play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, from our view up here behind home plate, we're a little ways away, but it looked to me like certainly a catch from Acevedo. Obviously, no way to overturn a call in the Valley. Singer had the best view of it, so his call will stand. He was quite firm in his stance that Acevedo did not catch that.
So that'll bring up Christian Toledo, as Acevedo also very upset.
He walked the call in from the outfield. But I can't say I blame him. It was a highlight play.
So Christian Toledo today, 0 for 1. He walked in the first when they went through the entire lineup and struck out in the third. He's got a runner in scoring position here as he check swings but goes around for strike 1.
That inadvertent double also unfortunate for Pearl on the mound, as he was cruising prior to that.
I was just thinking the same thing, as that one blown away. They're going to third, and bad throw by Gargett gets out into left field, so a runner will come in and score for the River Bandits. They're going to go up 4-0, and now that play called at center is done some more damage than they wanted it to, as Acevedo makes that amazing sliding play that we thought was a catch up here. Justin Singer says no, and now that run comes around to score.
That was not a hit, but they do have 5 hits.
Toledo takes strike 2, count 1-2. That last pitch just getting away from Gargett and then not able to make a throw on line to Eric Martinez at third, and it leaked into left field, and Androsky able to just short of walk home. That one outside evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, those are unfortunately the mistakes you just can't have in a situation like this. Cannons, I mentioned 2 nights ago's game, 2 hits or 1 hit on the night, 3 errors. They've got no hits and 2 errors right now.
That one fouled way back over the Cannons' home side grandstands.
Foul ball equals Cannons.
One of the harder hit foul balls I've seen this year. Got a chunk of that.
Toledo fouls that one off again. Count remains even at 2-2. As you mentioned, that one hurting Prohl as what we thought would have been an out. Now goes down. He's not going to get the earned run for that, as the run scored on the error from Ryan Gargett behind the plate. But a run against the Cannons as a whole, and he should have likely had 2 outs. Instead at 1 as Toledo takes high.
Not a strike! God damn. It's just horrible. That was right down the freaking line. Wait, what?
So full count to Toledo, 1 out.
It should have been a strike. Right down the effing middle. Don't worry, I got it.
And that one outside. Toledo's going to walk for the 2nd time tonight. Now a runner on first.
I don't know, but they must have paid him good.
Looks like Coach Brett Fuller is walking back from the dugout, maybe looking to get a pitcher up and moving. As he is, Nick Stasic is now getting up and moving in the Cannons bullpen.
Yeah, I spoke with Fuller before the game. The plan was Fernandez, Prohl to Stasic. So I would expect him to be the next one to enter.
That one popped up towards the right field side, runs foul off the tree over there, the trees that hang over right field. Marsala gave it a bit of a run, but after it hits the tree, it's a dead ball anyway.
And I wish the trees could be that friendly to my golf balls every once in a while on the course. That thing dropped right back into the grass. Golf ball obviously a little smaller than a baseball, granted.
Barrett Eldridge is the one at the plate as runner fakes going. He'll line that one foul to the left field side. Got all of that one, just pulled it a little bit too far. Eldridge reached on an error. He was the first batter to face Luke Prohl in the first. Then he lined out over to left field.
Yeah, that thing was crushed. Obviously, good bit foul, but kids are going to have a fun time trying to find that one.
Prohl up in the count 0-2, runner goes. Gargett makes the throw down, and they get the tag. Christian Toledo caught stealing, and now 2 outs for the River Bandits. The pitch came in as a ball, so the count will go to 1-2 to Barrett Eldridge.
Just a fantastic throw from Gargett. It's a way to bounce back, especially after, obviously, the errant throw at third. You always want to see a guy be able to, pick the next one up and just, that was just, he just launched a dart down to second base. It was low, right where it needed to be. Easy tag for Kono.
And that one, check swing, but he went around. Gargett making the throw down to first, and another strikeout for Luke Prohl, as that'll likely be the end of his day. He gets out of a little bit of a jam there after the call in center field. Cannons down 4-0 going into the home half of the 5th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity and Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, and as Lincoln called it, new pitcher on the mound for the River Bandits. Justin Silverstein's night is done after 4 no-hit innings. They're now going to bring in number 25, William Campo, who has seen the mound 11 times this season, pitching to a 10.6 ERA. Giving him a little bit more information will be Lincoln.
Yeah, Campo, obviously the ERA not where I'm sure he would love it to be, but lefty, 5'10", 186, hails from Loyola University. He's from Miami, Florida. But yeah, despite that 10.6 ERA, 2-0 record on the year, 9.1 innings. He's appeared in 11 games, but strikeout to walk ratio not where you'd like to see it. 12 strikeouts, 17 walks. So he'll be looking to control the base paths in this one have better luck controlling the base paths than he has this year, I should say. But
the sophomore will be seeing the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, 9, in Quinn Mayer, Ryan Gargett, and Kobe White. A combined 0 for 3 tonight, as they've all only seen the dish once. As we mentioned, Silverstein perfect through 4. Excuse me, no hitter through 4. He did walk 4 batters. He struck out 6. Mayer will line that one out to center. It's going back, but able to get under it is Evans, as that one kind of laid up for him as he ran back to the fence to make the catch on the warning track.
yeah, Mayer got a piece of that one for sure, just not to the part of the park I'm sure he would have loved to hit it to. That one right towards that 367 sign out there in off center. But
so 1 pitch, 1 out for Campo, as now he's going to see Ryan Gargett, who lately has been on a tear after he found his first hit of the season. Since then, he has been cooking. As we mentioned in the last game, he had couple hits for him, as he'll take that first pitch outside. He is 0 for 1 tonight, but since he found that first hit on July 12th against the Royals, he had 3 hits against the Cardinals just a couple days ago. So that one is low for a ball 2. He had 2 hits against the Royals in his first hit game of the season. So 5 hits in his last 2 games, looking to add on to it here, as that one is catching the low and outside part of the plate for strike 1.
we're about actually exactly halfway through this one now. Cannon's going to have to start hitting the baseball if they want to come back.
Still yet to put a hit on the board. Gargett, heavy swing at that one, but can't catch up. That'll run the count even to 2-2.
Cannons have put 3 runners in scoring position. Putz was on third in the second, left stranded. They had Marsala on second in the fourth, and Kono. Marsala obviously caught stealing.
That one outside. That'll run the count full. As you mentioned, Cannons plagued by lack of hitting just the other night on the road, where they lost 2-0 to the Royals. Now facing that same fate, we've seen the Cannons offense explode, and so we know they have the ability As that one's inside for ball 4. Ryan Gargett will walk. 5th walk of the night for River Bandits pitching. That's going to bring up Kobe White, who is also a threat to bunt.
Yeah, I mean, the walks, obviously, they've walked, you mentioned it, 5 times tonight. That's no coincidence. This team likes to take pitches. They're good at taking pitches. They walk quite a bit, and if they're going to hand you a free pass, you got to take it. But the problem here tonight has been with those free passes on board, you have to be able to hit with runners in scoring position and hit with runners on base to drive them around, as opposed to leaving them on. Obviously, they've only left 3 on tonight, but
Kobe White shows bunt but pulls back for a ball. As you mentioned, they're able to get those free passes, but it's not often those free passes are going to score you runs. You need to be able to put the ball in play, and Cannons just haven't been able to do that tonight. Not even a position to get a sac fly. Furthest a runner has gone as Kobe White shows bunt, pulls back, but a called strike nonetheless. Furthest a Cannons runner has gone is to second. Excuse me, Rowan Putz did get to third in the second.
granted, he got to third on a fly ball that was the second out of the inning, so still not a position for a sacrifice fly like you mentioned.
As they'll check on Gargett. He'll be back easily. Not too much of a lead from him. But yeah, as you mentioned, there just hasn't been any position for really any Cannon scoring yet. And without any hits, it's even harder to do so.
I mean, we've seen the Cannons offense turn it on late in games before.
Kobe lays down the bunt, going towards first. They'll tag him on the first baseline. Gargett will advance to second, so he did his job, and now Ethan Acevedo will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
You know, and move that runner over, you give highest batting average on the team and Ethan Acevedo a chance. Get his first hit of the night. Cannons, their first hit of the night as well, if he can get one down into the outfield. And Gargett, we've seen him come home from second before.
Just about to say, we've seen the wheels on Gargett. Obviously, any run here will help if they can get it, as that one's low for Acevedo. I'm sure down 4 in the 4th, they wouldn't be against trying to send him. Acevedo has grounded out twice to second tonight. The 2 highest batting averages coming to the plate as Acevedo swings through that one for strike 1. In Acevedo and Fernandez to follow. He'll ground that one foul, chopped over towards the Cannons dugout.
Acevedo mentioned his stats a couple times tonight. He's delivered for this team all season long, and he'd love to be the guy to deliver here for his team in the 5th.
Campo will step off to take another moment to think about it. Count 1-2 to Acevedo. 2 outs. Cannons down 4-0. Gargett on second. The pitch is low, and that'll run the count even at 2.
There's one thing Acevedo does exceptionally well is he's able to leave those kinds of pitches. That's a good pitch from Campo on the mound, don't get me wrong. That's a good strikeout pitch in a 1-2 count. You drop it low below the zone, try and get him to chase. But Acevedo, a smart enough hitter to recognize even if he hits that, it's going to be a ground out more than likely.
That one fouled off behind him.
Irvin started with 3 2/3, gave up 5 runs. Thompson came in, now we got Henry on the mound.
Acevedo just trying to keep the inning alive here. He'll line that one out into left field. Getting under it is Toledo. He'll make the catch. That'll end the inning. Another runner stranded for the Cannons as they're still down 4-0, and we're going to the 6th inning here in Fireman's Field.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Caseco, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. We're at the top of the 6th. As I said before, Luke Prohl's night is done. Coming to the mound is going to be number 44, Nick Stazik. Lincoln mentioned he was in line tonight as they kind of laid out how they were going to go about their pitching tonight with Anthony Fernandez starting on the bump. Nick Stazik, one of the more trusty relievers for the Cannons. They go to him quite a bit. Telling you more about him will be Lincoln Burkholder here.
Yeah, Stazik does have, interesting stat line on the year. I mean, he's got a 0 ERA, flat. There's no other number in that. 1-1 record in 9 games. He's thrown 16 innings, so he can and has provided length. 22 strikeouts to 7 walks, just 10 hits allowed. But the reason stat line is, a little atypical, I guess would be the word, is that 0 ERA comes along with 6 runs. The thing is, all 6 of those runs are unearned. So Stazik, while he has been hit, has allowed a couple of runs this season, none of them being tagged to him, likely due to 2-out errors that would have resulted in the end of the inning.
Luke Prohl on the night, he did have a solid night. On the night, he pitched 4.1 innings, longest he's gone by far. Gave up only 1 run, but it was unearned as it came on an error from Gargett behind the plate. And he struck out 4, walked 2. That was it for him, as Stazik is going to come in and try to get a couple innings as he pitches first one high to Rocco DePastino. Leading off the inning, to follow him is Austin Ford and Jordan Evans, the 8-9-1 hitters. That one called strike 2. 0-2 count to DePastino quickly. That one high, as he tried to get him to chase the high heat at 94. Tonight, DePastino was hit by a pitch, and he struck out. So, tagged that hit by pitch on to Luke Prohl, too. As he swings through that one, 93, he can't catch up. Nick Stazik strikes out DePastino.
That's what we've seen Stazik do so well this year. He's been a strikeout guy. That's number 23 on the year, and that comes with a pretty low walk rate. I mentioned just 7 on the season. So he's a consistent arm out of Santa Fe College. 6'5", 235. He's a presence on the mound.
That one outside to Austin Ford. Ford 1 for 2 tonight. He hit a single in his last at bat in the 4th and struck out in his first appearance. He's up 1-0 in the count. That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Seen Stasic give a couple of outings over 2 innings, as that one's low for ball 2. His last outing came in that doubleheader just a couple days ago. He pitched 3 innings in, I believe, was the first half of the doubleheader, as that one's outside for ball 3.
Yeah, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned, obviously, with the 0 ERA. No walks, 3 Ks. So he was very solid in game 1 of that doubleheader, pitching in Sahara Desert conditions.
As that one right down the middle for strike 2. That'll run the count full. Yeah, it felt like it was about 145 degrees out here.
Yeah, the exact number, if I remember correctly, was, actually, I should have this written down, was 10.
I think the feels like was, I was going to say, I think the feels like was 105.
So impressive outing in that heat.
That one curves in there for strike 3. Nick Stasic, 2 batters, 2 strikeouts, and he is cooking through his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he looks locked in out there on the mound right now. He's got a good feel for his stuff. He's got great command of it as well. That's a well-placed pitch. It's a tough one to hit, and Ford just watches it, hoping that it'll miss, and it hits the edge, and Gowett rings him up. So 2 Ks for Stasic.
Now he's going to see Jordan Evans, who fouled that one off to the right field trees. Evans tonight is 0 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice, and he popped out and lined out to left field. Tonight's conditions, feeling way better as that one goes high.
It's actually quite the nice day out today. Can't lie.
Not too hot. Believe tomorrow's supposed to be similar, as Cannons and Woodstock will face off in a doubleheader tomorrow. That one inside, ball 2.
Those interested in the doubleheader, first pitch will be at 4 p.m. Second game scheduled for 7, but 30 minutes after game 1.
That one lined over to first. Mayer makes the catch, inning over. Stasic comes in, goes 3 up, 3 down. Cannons offense will be coming up in the bottom half of the 6th, down 4-0.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Hello and welcome back to Fireman's Field. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cannons are down 4-0. New pitcher on the mound for the River Bandits. It's a righty, number 6, Ryan Cowell out of Bluefield College. To tell you more about him is Lincoln.
Yeah, new pitcher, obviously, as you mentioned. We're at number 6, Ryan Cowell. I'm looking for his stats, but I'm having trouble finding him. This may be...
He's 2-0 on the season, 5.02 ERA.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I've located Ryan Cowell. 9 games, 14.1 innings, 8 runs. They've all been earned. 10 walks, 15 strikeouts, so decent ratio there. As you mentioned, the 2-0 record. He does have a save as well. 5.02 ERA. Let's see if I can get some more advanced numbers on this reliever.
Cowell's going to see Fernandez, Marsala, and Martinez. That one inside to Fernandez. Campo went 1 inning and didn't give up a hit. He only walked 1. That was his stat line for the night. That one inside again, ball 2. That one swung on, popped up. It's going to fall back foul as DiPastino took off his mask looking for the pop fly, but no danger for Fernandez. Count goes to 2-1. And he'll drill that one out to right field. That one looks like it's going. They give it a hop, but it doesn't matter. That one is gone. Anthony Fernandez puts the Cannons on a board with a single run shot. Cannons now only down 3. River Bandits up 4-1.
Yeah, that one just, I mean, the only word for that is obliterated. He blasted that thing over the right field wall. That was reminiscent of the home run he hit back in the first game of the season. That thing came off the bat well over 95, maybe 100 miles an hour. That thing way out of there. Obviously, right fielder gave it a jump, but Andorowski couldn't get up there. That thing cleared it by a good bit. First hit of the game. How about that?
So good way to get the first hit on the board. Another home run threat coming to the plate with Thomas Marsala stepping in, as he'll take the first pitch in. As I mentioned, Marsala with the team leading 7 home runs. As that one's outside. Fernandez in second with 4 home runs himself. That one being his 4th. That one low, 3-0 count for Marsala. We'll see if he gets the green light, as he's been such a threat lately. Won All-Star MVP. He takes it. It's going back down to center, but Evans can't see it. That one is gone too. Evans put up his hand, had me fooled up here in the booth, but that one drilled dead center. Marsala puts another run up on the board for the Cannons, who are now only down 2 here in the 7th inning.
I gotta say, it's not often you watch a baseball team get no hit for 5 innings, come out in the 6th, and just tattoo 2 baseballs over the wall in 2 different spots. That thing dead center. We've mentioned Marsala's tendency to not use the right field power alley. He did not need it there. Center fielder had me fooled as well. He just couldn't see it, though. That thing was a mile in the sky and a mile over the wall.
So now pitching coach Tyler Bocock's coming out to talk to his pitcher. Yeah, Evans put his hands up, and I thought he was under it, as it kind of looked like it was fading in the light. Off the bat, I thought that thing was gone by a mile. But then when Evans put his hands up, I thought he was under it, but he actually couldn't see it. That thing just kept on carrying, and Cannons now only down 4-2 here in the 7th.
And that thing long into the dead of night. This is a newer struggle for Cowell. He's only allowed 1 home run on the season prior to this game. Now 3 on the year. He has allowed a .273 batting average, but alongside a 1.740 whip, but nothing like the 2 big flies that we just saw from Fernandez and Marsala. You can't ask for much more out of the heartier lineup to get your offense going in the home half of the 6th.
So now he's going to see Martinez, Kono, and putts. Martinez tonight struck out twice, as that one is outside. I think it's worth mentioning at this point, Martinez looking for his first home run of the season. Came in late in his 7th game of the season. And that one called strike. Martinez batting .316.
It's been a very, very useful addition to the lineup since he joined the squad. Over 300 average, as you mentioned. It's a tough night so far tonight, though, but
That one outside, 2-1 count. Martinez with a couple doubles on the season.
he is very capable turning his night around here with one swing.
Cannons would love to see this home run train continue, as Martinez takes a heavy swing at that one for strike 2.
I think he was trying to make the home run streak continue. That one, had he made contact, it would have gone a distance, but a good pitch from Cowell.
Fouls that one off to stay alive.
It's a good foul ball from Martinez. You don't get a lot of opportunities to talk about foul balls, but that was a great changeup from Cowell, and Martinez way out in front of it. It takes talent, patience to stop your bat in the zone like that and make contact.
Swings at that one, though, and can't get contact as he'll go down swinging for his 3rd strikeout of the night. That'll bring up Ski Kono.
That one just good pitch from Cowell. That was a good sequence from him. That one on the back foot of Martinez. There's no way to get around to that one, but it did start a little further in, dropped towards that back foot, kind of over towards Cowell's arm side. So good pitch. Good strikeout.
Cowell gets his much-needed first out of the inning. Now he's going to see Ski Kono as he swings at the first pitch and can't catch up. Down 0-1. Kono tonight struck out looking and walked. Kono is no easy out himself. Neither is Putz, who will follow. He'll swing at that one, and now quickly down 0-2 is Kono.
Yeah, Kono not a guy I get worried about when he goes down 0-2 up here in the booth. He has fought back before, and he'll be looking to do that again right here.
As he can't fight back in there, that one catches the inside part of the plate. Kono will go down looking. Now the 2nd strikeout in a row for Cowell.
Yeah, that one looked like starting a little bit further outside. Kono expecting a ball outside of the zone in an 0-2 count. Cowell just drops it right down the middle, in all honesty, but Kono takes it. It's a tough strikeout, but.
So now Putz comes to the plate. He'll take the first pitch outside. He walked in his first at-bat, got to 3rd. He was the furthest Cannon on the base paths before Fernandez and Marsala both drilled their own home runs. Take that one low for ball 2. Then he struck out in the 4th. He'll watch that one go by, but catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 2. Another later addition, as he's batting .250 on the season. That one high and away for ball 3. That'll run the count even full. That one high. Putz is going to walk again. He's going to keep the inning alive for Quinn Mayer.
Yeah, good take there from Putz. Just way to leave it up high. That's a pitch. I mean, as you get older in baseball, obviously they drill that into you. Don't swing at the high fastball in a full count, but it's still tough to lay off of. You see, even the best in the world chase at it all the time, and Mayer able to watch it go by. I certainly chase at it on video games quite a bit.
So Putz on first, a threat to steal out there for sure as he goes. Mayer takes ball low. Putz will be in at 2nd. with ease. So a runner in scoring position now for the Cannons. Mayor up 1-0 in the count.
Yeah, good jump from Putz and good prediction from partner up here in the booth. It was a quick prediction. He was taken off before you even finished the sentence.
As now Cannons down 2. They are in position here as that one catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. In position to strike. Potentially get another run here.
Do want to shout out the pick from shortstop William Tippett. That one
Swung on and missed.
Yeah, that one skipped in the dirt. It was a hard throw from DePastino behind the plate. With dirt in his eyes, Tippett snared that out of the air to keep Putz from being able to advance to third. Maybe even home the way center field playing back.
Putz goes again. Ball's low. He'll make it. No throw from DePastino behind the plate. Putz is in standing with his second stolen base of the at-bat. Count runs even to 2-2. Quinn now the run just 90 feet away to put the Cannons within 1. Merrill check swing foul that one off. Count still at 2-2.
Putz collects his 10th and 11th stolen bases of the year. Propels him into a tie with Fernandez for 5th on the Cannons, despite only playing 17 games so far this season as he joined a little late.
That one high. Cowell wanted it. Mayer was shaking his head saying no chance. Count goes full for Mayer with Gargett on deck. Payoff pitch swung on, lined foul. Mayer got all of that one. If that one was fair, that one might have been gone and tied this game up.
Yeah, he wanted that one. You can tell he watched that thing down that foul line. Just wishing it was a little further left, but we'll get another shot at it here. Big pitch.
Mayer tonight has had a couple hard hit balls. That one inside, so he'll walk. Doesn't have to worry about a hard hit ball there. Now Ryan Gargett's coming to the plate.
Cannons fans loving the at-bat from Quinn Mayer. Loving it too. Good takes. Some more great plate discipline from Cannons hitters, and here comes pitching coach.
Bocock's going to come back out. Looks like Cowell's night is going to be done as he goes up, and he will take the baseball away from Cowell. So Cowell's night is done after those 2 big home runs for the Cannons. We'll tell you all about the new pitcher for the River Bandits when we come back. River Bandits lead 4-2 here in the 7th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. River Bandits lead at 4-2 here in the 6th. New pitcher on the mound for the River Bandits, number 8, David Herron, righty out of Swarthmore College. On the season, he's only pitched 1 game. Lincoln will tell you what happened in that game.
Nothing happened in that game. He did allow 1 run. It was unearned, though. 0 ERA on the year. Just 1 inning pitched. He got a strikeout, allowed 1 hit in that inning. So My assumption would be runner got on with a hit, stole a base or two, came in on an error, but yeah, 0 ERA in that one appearance. He's out of Swarthmore, as you mentioned, hometown Center Valley, Pennsylvania. 6'4", 190. He's got some height.
That outing came 4 days ago on July 17th against the Rebels. They won 5-4 in that game. So Gargett comes to the plate. He reached in his last at-bat in the last inning on a walk and struck out in the second. He's coming in with a chance to put the Cannons within one here. Mayor goes. No throw as DiPastino can't keep it in his hand. Pitch is called strike. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Cannons, and one swing of the bat here could tie this game up.
It's a big at-bat for Ryan Gargett. Big chance here to be an early hero. Try and make this a big inning.
Take that one high for ball 1.
Cowell's night not done yet, despite being in the dugout. Both runners on are his responsibility, but .2 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and the 2 home runs allowed.
That one fouled off. I'm gonna run the count to 1-2. Kobe White on deck if they get there, if Gargett can reach here. That one high above Gargett. Putz is coming home. He makes it standing. Quinn Mayer thinking about it as he rounds third, but thinks better of it. So Cannons now within 1 as they're now down 4-3 with a wild pitch. The River Bandits dugout trying to argue that it hit Gargett's bat and fouled off. Homer Gowett saying no, it didn't. No chance, you're not getting any sort of argument. So count will go even to 2-2 for Gargett. Run will score for the Cannons, and now the tying run just 90 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, I can't lie. For a second, I did think it may have made contact with the bat, but Gowett's standing right there, staring at it, so I'll take his word for it.
2-2 pitch to Gargett. He'll foul that one off. I thought that one hit the bat myself.
It certainly took a mildly redirected turn, but that could have been a result of curve or any number of factors. You got to think, if it did hit his back, Gowett would have hurt it. So
Gargett will swing at that one, hits the ground, so they'll have to. Actually, they do not have to throw it over. They say DiPastino caught it out of the air. So runner stranded on third for the Cannons, but they score 3 with 2 big home runs from Fernandez and Marsala. River Bandits lead at 4-3, and we're going to the top of the 7th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. Cannons now only down 1 as they post 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Score is at 4-3. They get 2 hits in that inning, but score 3 either way. Nick Stasic still on the mound for the Cannons as he went 3 up, 3 down in his last inning. He's going to see 2, 3, 4 here in Luke Keister, William Tippett, and Eli Hudgens.
Yeah, that's a big 3rd inning for Purcellville. Those 2 big flies can provide and did provide a lot of momentum to that lineup. Wound up hitting 7 guys in the inning.
So now Stasic looking to keep this a close game and give the Cannons offense a chance to tie it up as that one first pitch is inside. Keister tonight reached on a walk and came around to score. He's reached twice on walks. Came around to score once and then singled in his last at bat as that one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Stasic struck out 2 of those 3 batters in the last inning. Last out was lined out to Mayer. That one called on the outside part of the plate for strike 2.
Just because it was Aaron. He was really bad. Yeah, it was bad. He's out of Grant's good.
Count 1 and 2 to Keister. That one outside. I'm going to run the count even at 2 and 2. What's been the important part is the River Bandits bats have gone silent since that first inning as that one is lined out into left. Kobe White gets under it. He'll make the catch and he'll keep that one from dropping to get 1 out for the River Bandits.
Yeah, White's gotten a lot of action out there in left. He's been a reliable defender tonight, like he always is, and we've relied on him to make some good plays, and he has. And you mentioned the Woodstock bats going mildly cold since 3-run first inning, and that is the truth. Just 3 hits since the first inning. The Cannons, who were getting no hit through 5, have 2 since then. So,
as that one's fouled off to the right field side for William Tippett, and those 2 hits both going over the fence from Fernandez and Marsala, a top 2 home run leaders for the Cannons. Step in when it matters most.
great outing from Prohl.
Out one high.
Stasic's been reliable so far. He's obviously got great previous inning with the 2 strikeouts, went 1, 2, 3. He's looking to kind of repeat that kind of success here.
That one fouled off straight back. It's feeling a little chilly out. Got the window open so I can hear around the field, and there's some cold air coming in.
Yeah, it's a cool 69 degrees outside. Not too hot at all.
That one called strike 3 on the higher, more away part of the strike zone, but Nick Stasic gets the call in his favor. They work the ball around the horn. 2 outs here for the River Bandits.
Yeah, Tippett couldn't believe it. That one maybe a little high, but Gallett's been calling that essentially all day, so you got to start swinging at it.
So now Eli Hudgens coming to the plate. He'll take the first pitch for a strike. Little higher in the strike zone. Hudgens is DHing tonight. He's 0 for 3. Ground out, a strikeout, and a line out. That one in the dirt outside for ball 1. That one called on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Hudgens is trying to argue his case that he didn't go and that it was outside. He didn't go, but Gowett said it was a strike.
Yeah, it was a called strike. Yeah, Hudgens.
Now, go ahead.
Hudgens not happy. It doesn't think. I think coach, that's third base coach, I'm going to guess manager Mike Bocock, unhappy with his batter for the way that he was responding to the call.
Wonder if there was a little bit of tactics discussed in there, as they've now seen a couple strikes here in the past two batters that have been called strikes. That one outside and high for ball 2. That'll run the count even. But as you mentioned, if he's going to call those pitches up and away as strikes, you got to start swinging at him.
Yeah, he's been consistently there all night.
That one right down the middle for strike 3, no doubt about it. Hudgens can't get the bat off his shoulder. Nick Stasic goes 1-2-3 again. Cannons offense is coming back out in the bottom of the 7th to look to tie this game up. Don't go anywhere, as we're in a close game here at the end.
7th inning stretch time, everyone. Sing, take.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. We're in a close one here. One-run game going into the bottom of the 7th. Cannons blew up for 3 runs, 2 of them coming via the home run. David Herron came in relief of Cowell after those 2 home runs and 2 walks. Struck out Gargett to get out of the inning. Now he's going to see Kobe White, Ethan Acevedo, and Anthony Fernandez.
Yeah, Fernandez due up 3rd in this inning. No need to remind anybody who's been watching what he did last inning. He led off bottom of the 6th with a big fly to right.
42, Kobe White.
First, it's Kobe White.
Kobe White's 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out and laid down a sac bunt in the 5th to move Gargett. He's another avid user of the bunt, along with Ski Kono. That one in there for strike 1.
Yeah, White, despite the 0 for 2 stat line, been very, very good for the Cannons tonight. Moved the runner over. Great situational hitter. He's been fantastic on defense.
That one called low for a ball.
Also providing leadership for this team. He's a team captain.
As you mentioned, he's been great defensively. He's made a couple catches out there in left field. As he'll swing through that one, chopped way high, back towards Herron. He can't hold on to it. Kobe White is gonna reach, and they're gonna call that one a hit as he chopped that one what looked like 20 feet up in the air, and Herron wasn't able to field it cleanly.
Yeah, that was, he's done that a lot of times this year. It's a very intentional swing. It's a very intentional chop, and that one, you said it yourself, a mile in the sky. I mean, Kobe White was borderline on first base when pitcher Heron even had a chance to grab that one. Obviously didn't come up with it. But.
So now he's going to see the two hottest Cannons hitters in Acevedo and Fernandez next. With the very speedy Kobe White on first, Acevedo shows bunt, but fouled it off into the glove of DiPastino for strike one.
Kobe White, fourth on the team in steals. Has not been caught yet this year. He's stolen 12.
As again, Acevedo shows bunt, but pulls back on a high pitch. DiPastino threatens to back pick White, but doesn't pull the trigger. So 1-1 count to Acevedo. White doing a little shimmy over at first, but hasn't done anything. He's checked on, gets back in time. Taking a decent lead, a good 4 or 5 step lead. As that one is inside to Acevedo, 2-1 count to him.
Third base coach Ridge Fuller gotten a little more aggressive with the stolen bases in the last inning and a half. He sent 3 guys back in the bottom of the 6th.
That one swung on, popped up. It's going back into foul territory. It'll reach, hits the away grandstands. I heard metal bounce, so sounds like everyone should be okay there.
It's always a good sign when you hear metal before you hear the ooh from the crowd. So that one landed in an empty area, thankfully.
So counts even at 2-2 for Acevedo with 1 on and no outs. That one high and in. So count runs full.
It's a sharp take from Acevedo. That one was close to the corner of the zone, but there's nothing you can do with a pitch like that. So,
especially the way Gowette's been calling it behind the plate. That one swung on, lined into center. Going back is Evans. He'll make the catch, so Kobe White will have to go back to first. Good play by Evans there.
Yeah, Evans able to track that one down, get under it, make the grab. It's a great swing from Acevedo, just not to the part of the ballpark that he probably wanted to see that one fly. Either gap, and he might be standing on third base with his speed. White almost certainly would have scored had that been to a gap, but he squared it up too perfectly, I might say.
Was hit, kind of flew off in the air as it died out and just landed in Evans' glove. He started back quickly and was able to slow down. Now here comes Fernandez, who's 1 for 3. I don't think we need to tell you what happened with that one as they check on Kobe White again. He blasted that one over to the right field wall. He put up the first hit of the night for the Cannons and the first run all in one swing. As that one is in there for strike one. He could take the lead here if he does it again.
We saw the power last at bat, but he can hit for average too, to 355, third in the Valley.
Swing at that one, but it goes the opposite way, foul.
Right now, trailing by 1 run in the home half of the 7th. You don't have too many opportunities left, so he's probably just looking to get on, which he does at a high clip, 452.
A check over on White again. He's back standing. Good base hit could advance Kobe White to third at least.
A double, I'd venture to say, would score him.
Hard to get a double out there in the right field side.
It's true.
As he goes, throw from DiPastino is there. Not able to get the tag down in time as Tippett. Kobe snags second from Heron on the mound. So runner in scoring position for the Cannons, the tying run. Count 1 and 2 to Fernandez.
I like the decision to wait longer to send Kobe White there. Obviously, he's a guy that Woodstock, I'm sure, knows can run the bases. If I'm not mistaken, he played for Woodstock last season.
That one way inside. That'll run the count even at 2. I believe you're right. Mentioned he was on Woodstock last year. Recruited over here to the Cannons. Said wanted to play in front of all these fans. As Fernandez takes high. As Cannons fans show out here on these summer nights, when it's not too hot especially.
Did play for Woodstock last season.
Fernandez foul tips that one.
But I mentioned he was 12 for 12 earlier. That one makes him 13 for 13. So just gets under that tag.
See if he attempts number 14 here. Obviously, though, like we said earlier, at this point, a base hit might get him in from second. Payoff pitch inside. Fernandez will walk to first. Now 2 runners on for Thomas Marsala, who again, don't think we really need to remind you what he did in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did. Followed up that Fernandez blast with one of his own. Different part of the field, but just as well to hit and just as far. He's got 8 on the year after that one. He'd love to tie this game up right here. Get Kobe White to scamper home.
So he'll take the first pitch high. Good mature batter for the Cannons, as he's not one to chase that home run ball. He likes to sit back and wait for the right pitch, as he'll foul that one back. Wait for the right pitch, serve it to the right part of the field where there's nobody playing defense, and he's good at getting on, that's for sure, whether it's via the walk or the hit.
Yeah, I do like that pitch from Heron. You got a guy who just hit a home run last at bat. Give him the high fastball, see if he'll go up and get it. But you mentioned Marsala, disciplined enough to stop, not.
That one called high, 2-1. And Heron wants it, as the Woodstock dugouts starting to complain a little bit. Will say, though, there has been complaints from both dugouts, so he's going both ways, as Marsal will foul that one off. Which is all you can ask for, is consistency.
Yeah, he's had a consistent zone. He just might not be the exact strike zone that these guys are used to. He's liked the outside pitch a little more tonight, but he's called it regularly, so at a certain point you just have to adjust.
2-2, as that one's fouled straight back towards us. Eric Martinez on deck, pending what Marsala does here. 2-2 pitch again to him. That one inside gets away. Both runners are going to advance. They're standing. So now Kobe White's on third, Fernandez on second, and 2 runners in scoring position for the Cannons, and Marsala at the plate.
Yeah, second wild pitch of the day for Heron. He allowed Putz to score on one last inning.
And more importantly for Heron, as Tyler Bocock comes out to the mound, more important for Heron is it does away with the potential inning-ending double play, as that would have been, that's super important for Woodstock here after giving up 3 in the last inning. Getting that inning-ending double play would have been huge for him. Now, instead, the tying run is just 90 feet away, leading run on second. Marsal at the plate with an .861 OPS. Definitely a dangerous hitter. Trying to show why here with 2 runners in scoring position. Base hit ties this game up. Let's go Cannons. Chance breaking out as Marsala.
This guy is unbelievable.
That three-run shot is brought to you by Loud and Lumber.
Woodstock's dugout is not very happy with the call, as they're now talking to Homer Gowett behind the plate. Marsala got all of that one, and he used the right field wall on that one, just keeping it barely foul to the left of the right field foul pole. Cannons now up 6-4, putting up 2 3-run innings in back-to-back innings and taking a much-needed lead here against Woodstock.
Yeah, that one, I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that. I'm staring at a score sheet that says home run in the 6th inning, 3-run home run in the 7th inning. Thomas Marsala has been single-handedly responsible for 4 runs in his last 2 at-bats. I mean, that great swing, drove it down the right field line. He stared at it, watched it fly, tried to make sure it was fair, and it was. Biggest swing potentially of the season for Marsala.
Marsala
with top.
with number 9 on the season. Homer Gowett walking down to the Woodstock dugout, giving him a warning.
Yeah, manager Mike Bocock was not happy with. My assumption would be the fair ball call. It could have also been Marsala watching it fly.
That one on the inside to Eric Martinez. Martinez 0 for 3 tonight, and head coach for Woodstock is gone now. Mike Bocock coming out complaining about that ball call on the inside. Not happy with Homer Gowett behind the plate. Gowett went down to the dugout before that last pitch, giving him a warning, saying if he says anything more, he'll be gone. He comes out after that pitch call, and there he goes. So he'll be done for the night.
And tomorrow, at least the first game of tomorrow, I believe. Ejections typically result in a 1-game suspension. He's certainly getting his money's worth, though.
Making sure he gets his peace of mind in before he calls it a night.
Did he toss both coaches?
Yes, he did.
And now there's potential that they actually toss 2 coaches for Woodstock.
I didn't see him toss the first one.
Yeah, like maybe
So actually word is they tossed another coach a couple pitches ago, and now Mike Bocock is gone. Now Tyler Bocock is
They're saying he's already ejected.
talking to him,
See if they walk out.
but I think they're saying Tyler Bocock was already ejected, so
He's leaned back, relaxing on the dugout. Bocock is up with his bag. He's heading out.
Nah, it's just the one. It's just the one. Ooh, somebody else just got
Somebody else just got tossed.
The kid? Oh, no.
Aaron's taking a couple pitches.
So now 2 coaches are gone for Woodstock.
He might have just been walking down there to cool off.
As we try to sort this out, we're going to go to a break here. We'll come back and tell you all about what happened after we get cleared up here.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. 2 coaches were ejected for Woodstock. Know for sure one was Mike Bocock. Can't tell who the other one was. Pitching coach Tyler Bocock is still out there.
He's taking his team out of the dugout.
They're going down to the bullpen, so they won't be chirping.
They're going down to the bullpen apparently, and that next pitch inside, so a 2-0 count to Eric Martinez. That one catches the zone for strike 1. Cannons fans have gotten their money's worth tonight just within this half inning. 3-run bomb from Marsala to take the lead as Eric Martinez just gets out of the way of that one for ball 3. And then having a blast with the ejection of their opponent's coach. That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. That'll run the count full to Eric Martinez. Cannons now lead 6-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. 4 hits, 3 of them have left the park. And that one is called high and away for a strike. Eric Martinez goes down looking. Heron stepping up after the ejection of his manager. And now 2 away for the Cannons.
Yeah, Martinez thought he was heading down to first base. Smart enough after the debacle that just unfolded to not say anything.
So now there's a pinch hitter for the Cannons as that one goes high and away. Number 6, Trey Freeman. He's played 1 game. He had two at-bats 2 nights ago against the Royals as takes that one on the inside part of the plate. 2 at-bats. He didn't get a hit. That's his only game. He's a 6', 205 junior out of Santa Fe from Tampa. He'll chop that one foul over at the Cannons dugout. Now down 1-2. Number 6, Trey Freeman.
He replaces Ski Kono in the 5 spot, and presumably at shortstop. Freeman is also listed as a shortstop, I believe.
That one low and in for ball 2. That'll run the count even. Freeman is listed as an infielder. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side right now, though. That one low and in for ball 3. That'll run the count full. That one high and in. Freeman will walk. Now Freeman on first with Ryan Putz coming to the plate.
Second baseman number 32, Ryan Putz.
A good AB for Freeman. He'll take the free pass, he'll down to first. Give Rowan Putz a chance to swing the bat and see if the Cannons can add on, maybe.
Putz swings at that one, but can't catch up to the fastball. 0-1. That one in the dirt, and it'll take the count to 1-1. Putz tonight has walked twice. He scored in the last inning. He stole a couple bases before coming home on a wild pitch, as that one is outside for ball 2. He's also struck out, so officially 0 for 1 on the night, but has made his presence felt. That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. That'll even the count up. And that one lined out to the gap. And they're looking, they say he didn't make the catch. So Freeman to third, Putzel advanced to second. As I apologize for the pause there, we were trying to wait for the call. Andorowski going out, trying to make the diving play. Unable to get there though, as first base ump Jim Clayton called it a safe ball. So now 2 more runners in scoring position for the Cannons as Quinn Mayer comes to the plate.
Yeah, not often, but you have two guys hit ones into the gap that I think the outfielder may have caught. I also thought he had that one out and right, Andorowski, but
that one on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. I couldn't quite tell.
yeah, that one was a little further than the Acevedo one, but
Almost making the diving backhanded catch. They say it just bounced into his glove as that one goes in the dirt for ball 1.
it was ruled a single for Putz. He advances to second on that throw home.
Trey Freeman gets to third, so another run just 90 feet away. That one swinging at the high heat, can't catch up though. Count goes to 1-2 for Mayer.
Mayer is the 15th Cannon to come to the plate in the last 2 innings.
And he'll bloop that one out towards foul territory, and it does get out. His count remains at 1-2. Foul that one off. Good fighting here from Mayer as he's fouled off the last couple of pitches. That one fouled off his foot. Count remains at 1-2 for Mayer. Mayer tonight also reached on a walk in his last at bat. That one hits him, so he's going to reach first again. The more painful route this time, and he's going to bring up Ryan Gargett, who will represent the last guy who hasn't reached the plate in this inning. Cannons now having all 9 of their batters in their lineup come to the plate in this inning.
Yeah, they've officially batted through the order. Gargett was the last out in the 6th. Comes up with the bases loaded here in the 7th.
Chance to blow this game open, as you mentioned, with bases loaded.
Not to mention the speed of Putz on second. I would assume anything into a gap, even a base hit, it's going to score 2 runs.
Gargett trying to get a big base hit there as he takes a heavy swing but can't catch up. That'll take the count to 0-1. Gargett tonight struck out twice and walked.
Seen Gargett heat up a little bit down the stretch of the season.
That one swinging at a ball in the dirt. He knows he shouldn't have gone at that one. Count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, it's a deceptive breaking ball there from Heron. Started up kind of towards the hip level, just fell off a cliff.
Put the bat over his head now, kind of saying to himself, why did I do that? I know better.
You can tell he wanted that one back.
0-2 count. That one outside. Freeman on third, Putz on second, Mayer on first. Cannons put up 3 more in this inning. And Gargett not able to catch the breaking ball. Cannons put up 3 to take the lead. 6-4 Cannons here going to the top of the 8th, where the River Bandits are looking to come back in this one.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field. We're here in the 8th inning where the Cannons lead 6-4. To take you the rest of the way in this one is my partner in Lincoln.
Thank you, Tristan. Yeah, Nick Stazik still on the mound for the Cannons. He's thrown 1 point or 2 very clean innings so far. He's seen 6 batters. He's sat 6 batters down, 4 strikeouts, and a pair of lineouts. Be looking to handle Andorowski, Toledo, and Eldridge here in the 8th. Set his team up to try and maintain this lead and get a good win here at home.
Got a tough road ahead of him as he's coming off a long break after that long half inning in the bottom of the 7th. He had a little bit of a longer half 6th inning too, but he showed no break from it as he came in and, like you said, saw 3 and sat 3 down. Looking to do the same here to keep this game rolling for the Cannons as they really put it on here in the past couple of innings.
Yeah, it was certainly an eventful inning and a long one. But still just a 2-run game. So Cannons still have to stay dialed in, get the outs that they need to get, stay in front. First pitch from Stazik, rolled over to first, picked up by Mayer. He'll step on the bag, 1 away.
Good play by Mayer, chopped over to him. He gets it up and just sits there waiting on the line for Andorowski to just step into his tag as Andorowski had nowhere to go. It's like, have you seen the play where Shohei gets the ball and standing there on the foul line back when he was with the Angels, and he just looks at the runner and he just goes, just go on back to the dugout?
I have seen that, and he just runs right out of the baseline. Doesn't even get tagged. That one outside, ball 1 from Stazik to the new hitter, Christian Toledo. He's 0 for 1 today. He's walked twice, though. Second pitch gets away from Gargett, but with nobody on, there's no damage, just ball 2.
All of Woodstock back after Tyler Bocock took him to have a chat.
Yeah, back in the dugout with them at the plate.
Hey, Mr. Walker. Yes, sir. I also knew that was going to happen.
That one's low. What do you know? That one is strike 1. Toledo was roughly a third of the way down the baseline, but he'll head back to the batter's box and get set for the 3-1.
Tossed his bat. He was ready to go, like you said, and called back after the slow call from Gowett.
That one's in there as well. Toledo was thinking about heading down to first. He opted to hang out and wait that time. Gowett does call it a strike, and this count runs full. Grounded up the middle. Putz, good backhand, throw on to first. Good play by Rowan Putz, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, great play by Rowan Putz, like you said. Skips under Stazik's gloves. He makes a great pick on the backhand and then makes a good throw across his body going the opposite way, the momentum of his body going the opposite way. And a throw right into Mayer's glove. No worry, and gets Toledo with plenty of time.
Quick reaction time, good backhand. This textbook from Putz over at second. Freeman did take over at short. Pitch from Stazik, that one in there for strike 1 to Barrett Eldridge. New hitter for Woodstock. 2 outs, 0-1 count to the first baseman. That one misses, ball 1. Eldridge on the day 0 for 3. Strikeout in his last at-bat, fly out to the left, back in the third. And then first at-bat came in the first. He reached on an error. 1-1 pitch. That one's in there, strike 2.
Got to say, important day out of the bullpen for the Cannons. They saved an arm, obviously, and pitching Fernandez the first .2, but Luke Prohl going 4.1, starter type length there, and then Stazik.
That's outside, 2-2.
Stazik looking to finish up his third inning here as he's 1 strike away. And then, I mean, we may see Stazik back out here for the bottom of the 9th. We'll see, as it's looking like, as of right now, it would be a save situation with just 2 runs, but as we've said,
that one chopped to short. Freeman going to get his first utility. Throw on to first. High. Mayer thought he got the tag on him, but first base umpire Jim Clayton does not agree. It was a close play regardless, though. Eldridge was legging that thing out. He'll be safe at first with a base hit.
As we were saying, though, Cannon's offense exploding in these last 2 innings, so currently it is a save situation. We'll see how they are as they get 1 more opportunity here in the bottom of the 8th before we get to the 9th.
Yeah, correction, ruled in E6 on Trey Freeman. Got a pinch hitter for Rocco De Pastino. It's number 22. It's Connor Spellman, catcher out of Jacksonville University.
So he will likely take place of DePastino. He's played 18 games this season. He's batting .244. He has 11 hits, 8 runs, 4 doubles, and 7 RBIs.
Takes over in the top of the 8th. First pitch to him, popped up foul right side, out of play.
Spellman played last night against the Cardinals. He had 2 hits.
That one gonna miss, 1-1.
3 at-bats, 2 hits. One of them was a double. He did drive a run in. Brought his average up 0.3 points.
That one hit to short. Freeman gonna get another shot at it. He'll go to second, and the inning is over. Stazik, another scoreless inning here in relief. He's through 3 shutout. Cannons are 3 outs away, but they got to hit first. 6-4 as we head to the home half of the 8th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Loughton Construction, Fairfax Coin and Collectibles Exchange, West Trail Wellness and Massage, Norbo Dental, Loudon Lumber, Loudon Valley Floors, Hartley Home Exteriors, Altus Consulting, Shenandoah Sluggers Baseball Club, Keeping It Real Real Estate Team, Shanti Aesthetics, Morningside House, South Fork Dentistry, Wolfie's Mobile Pet Grooming. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
I'd like to welcome you back into Purcellville. Bottom of the 8th inning on tap. Due up for the Cannons. It is the leadoff man from last inning, Kobe White, followed by the true leadoff man in Ethan Acevedo, and Anthony Fernandez, the starting pitcher, behind him. Cannons lead by 2. They are even in hits with Woodstock, 5 apiece. Cannons have made 3 errors, but staked to a 2-run lead as it stands. There's a new pitcher on the mound for Woodstock. Appears to be number 18. That would be Jackson Lucas, the lefty. I'll have Tristan tell you all about his season stats here in a moment.
Jackson Lucas, a dual position player, first baseman and a pitcher out of Osprey, Florida. He's a 6', 196 freshman at Troy University, left-hander. His pitching this season, he doesn't have a decision yet. He's pitched in 3 games to a 4.32 ERA in 8.1 innings. Struck out 9, has walked 4, and just 4 runs, both all earned in 1 outing against the Cavaliers in an 8-4 loss on July 7th. His last outing was July 15th in a 6-1 loss against the Rebels. He pitched 3.2, hitless. He walked 2 and struck out 4 in that outing.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And he'll bring in Kobe White.
Number 42.
Leading off in this bottom of the 8th inning. We're looking to get things started. He got things started last time. First pitch to White. He shows bunt, pops up foul. That one's over our heads and into the pavilion.
Where do you read that? At the bottom? Yeah.
Home plate umpire Elmer Goet going to clean off home plate. Head back to his spot.
David Herron went 1.1 with 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. He walked 2 and hit 1. He did have a wild pitch that advanced the runners.
Swung on and missed by White. Be 0-2. That was a very pretty breaking ball from Jackson Lucas.
Jackson Lucas, as I mentioned, dual position player, batting .364 on the season.
That one laid down, picked up by Lucas, thrown on to first. One away here in the bottom of the 8th.
Looked like a check swing bunt there as he didn't go all the way around. It just kind of dribbled off the end of his bat straight back to Lucas, who was able to field it and just make the toss over to first. Easy first out for Woodstock.
I'll bring in the aforementioned Ethan Acevedo, the leadoff man in tonight's contest. He's 0 for 4 today for his first hit, but he's got plenty of hits on the year, so I wouldn't count out. Great swing from him here. Walking up to my girl.
Believe that the Temptations?
Might be. That one swung on and missed.
Just trying to remember off the top of my head.
Be 0-1 to Acevedo.
It is the Temptations.
Good shout. Swung on, and that one was foul tipped, caught by the new catcher, Spellman, behind the plate. That's actually, it's not Spellman behind the plate.
Brady Whitaker, number 42, out of Radford.
That one lined out and left, moving in on it, and making the grab is Toledo, 2 away here in the 8th.
I like to think I know a thing or two about music.
Number 24,
That was a good one. Temptations off the top of the head.
Especially since that song is from when? If I had to guess, 60s, 70s?
A little earlier on our time. Here comes Anthony Fernandez for the 5th time today. He's got a home run and a walk today. That one going to be low, ball 1.
1964.
One 1-0 pitch. Check that. It'll miss for ball 2.
10-8. Wow, we kind of made a run at it, but 10-8. Two more yet, or at least two more.
So 2-0 pitch on the way from Lucas. That one swung at by Fernandez. It'll get through the 4-3 hole, and he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
Good dribbler there is, like you mentioned, just dribbled through that 4-3 hole. Slow enough that could have, it was able to get there. Fast enough it was able to get there.
Good base hit for Fernandez. It'll keep this inning alive for the man of the hour, Thomas Marsala. 2 at-bats in the last 2 innings. He's deposited both of those baseballs well over the fence.
4 runs coming off his bat in those 2 swings.
He's 2 for 2 today. Pair of walks, pair of home runs. First pitch on the way, that one in the dirt. Ball 1.
We saw Marsala get intentionally walked in the last game. Thought we might see one here. Bring up the Martinez, who has the golden sombrero.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be too shocking to see them walk him, but they are not. 1-0 pitch on the outside edge. That's strike 1.
Marsala now just 3 RBIs off the team lead. Anthony Fernandez with 27 on the season. He drove him 1 today. Marsala, with those 4 RBIs coming off his bat, is now up to 24 in 8 less games.
That one's outside. Ball 2. It's a 2-1 count to Thomas Marsala. Fernandez on first, 2 away in the 8th. That one inside, almost got a piece of him, but he gets out of the way, 3-1.
This may be a piece of just pitching around him, not giving him anything he could drill into right field, take over the fence yet again.
Can't say I fault them. Fernandez taking off for second. That one is in there for strike 2. Fernandez steals with no throw. So a 3-2 count. Fernandez will once again be on the move. On this payoff pitch to Thomas Marsala on the way. Check that. Did he go? They're going to say he did. No appeal. Strike 3, and the inning is over. We head to the top of the 9th. It appears that out of the bullpen's coming the closer. We'll tell you who he is when we come back. Cannons lead by 2. See you in the 9th.
The Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 season. IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Ridge Performance and Training, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Savage Pest Control, Affinity & Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Carrington Homes, Continental Cards, Watermark Woods, DCF Contracting, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Case Co, Flowers Risk Group, Lydia Sells Loudon, Hoof and Paw Veterinary Services, Hunt Country Wildlife Control, Burke and Herbert Bank, Farm Credit, Nichols Hardware, Wegmeyer Farms, Camber Petty KHS Homes Group, Epling Landscaping and Lawn Service, Artisan Plumbing, The Social Collectives, Purcellville Copy, Western Loudon Chiropractic, Bank of America, Burr Strength. Thank you to all of the Cannons 2025 sponsors.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. Top of the ninth here at Fireman's Field. Cannons 6, River Bandits 4 on the mound looking to secure the save. Number 34, the Australian Ryan Morrison. I'll have Tristan tell you all about him.
Ryan Morrison, who's worked his way into that closing role. 3 saves on the season already, looking to get his 4th here. 3.17 ERA and a 1-0 record in 5.2 innings pitched, 7 games. 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. He just has 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and just 4 hits on the season thus far, taking over for Nick Stazik. Stazik went 3 innings, didn't give up any runs, no hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks, didn't hit anybody. As perfect as you can get. Just the 1 runner reached on an error. Outside of that, he was perfect. And sets up the save for Ryan Morrison, facing the 9-1-2 hitters.
Yeah, you mentioned it, due up for Woodstock, Austin Ford, followed by Jordan Evans and Luke Keister. So top of the order up after Ford here. Ford today, he's got a base hit, a pair of strikeouts as well, so he's 1 for 3. As Purcellville looks to put away a win. First pitch, low for ball 1.
Ford tonight has struck out twice. He singled in the 4th, and then he was the victim of a fielder's choice.
That one going to find the zone, kind of leaving up 1-1. Mentioned Morrison, 3 saves on the year already. Looking for number 4 here tonight. It's a 2-run lead that he's protecting.
6'8", 205 senior out of Wichita State.
Here's the 1-1. Check that. Did he go? A little peel down. Yes, he did, says Jim Clayton over at first. So 1-2 count to Ford. Lead off the top of the 9th. Pitch on the way, fouled off. That one got him in the ankle, but he'll shake it off and step back in. We'll do it again at 1-2.
That one's got to hurt. 95 out of the hand, coming off the bat onto the ankle. Definitely doesn't tickle.
Yeah, another back ankle foul ball. We've had a couple of those today. Unfazed is Ford as he steps back in. 1-2 on the way. That one almost got him up top, but he leans out of the way. It'll be 2-2. Two count. Nobody on. Top 9. Morrison deals. That one grounded to first. Picked up by Mayer. He'll take it himself. And Morrison's got the first out he needs. 1 away.
So hard hit. Mayer was able to take a knee in front of it, field it, and then jog over to first and make the play himself. As you mentioned, good quick first out there for Morrison. But now getting the top of the lineup. No easy feat in itself.
The top of the lineup starts with very talented Jordan Evans, 363, 433, 500 on the slash. First pitch to him, inside, ball 1.
He's 0 for 4 tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth, but he's lined out a couple times and popped out to second.
He had that line out to Kobe White back in the second, where he ran it down in deep left center. 1-0 pitch. Chopped up the middle. This could be a tough play. Freeman picks it up, throws on. It's high, but the throw was going to be late regardless. A good swing and a good infield single for Jordan Evans.
He did throw him off the bag, but he was going to beat that run. Yeah, I think
Good pickup by Freeman there, as he made the play on the chopped ground ball, like you said, was able to get it over there. But yeah, only way he would have really made that play is if he was able to laser that one in. And he just kind of floated it over to Mayer, which honestly, safer bet there. And even though it pulled him off the bag, like you said, he would have been there in time. But no harm, no foul. There's still one out, and double play is still in order here for the Cannons to end the game.
You mentioned it, one out. That one up high and out of the zone to Luke Keister. He's got 2 walks tonight. Also has a base hit. He's got a great eye. 21 walks, now 23 on the season.
How about Rudolph? You beat Rudolph.
1-0 pitch from Morrison, lined into center. Acevedo going to come in on it, make the grab, 2 away.
Good jump. Good jump from Acevedo there, as he was shaded to the left side and able to get over there on that line drive to make the catch in center. Tried to make the throw over to first. Got lucky as he airmailed that one, but bounces back out to Morrison. And Evans is held on first. And now Cannons are just 1 out away.
Indeed they are. 1 out away is Ryan Morrison from his 4th save of the year. William Tippett at the plate for Woodstock. He's got 429 OBP, 884 OPS. Morrison gets set. First pitch on the way. That one's going to find the zone, and it's 0-1. Tippett does have pop in the bat. Tied for the team lead in homers. He's second in RBIs. He'd love to tack one on here.
Homer would tie this game up.
0-1 from Morrison. Lined into left center. Back on it is White, but he'll get under it, and that'll do it. Ryan Morrison shuts the door in the top of the 9th. Cannons pick up a big 6-4 win here at home over the Woodstock River Bandits. And that'll do it for me and Tristan here tonight. What a game this was. It was an eventful one, start to finish. Player of the game. We don't always do this, but I got to hand one out tonight. Thomas Marsala, absolutely unbelievable. He was 2 for 3 on the night. Both of those hits were home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 walks, just the 1 strikeout in his last at-bat in the 8th. But it doesn't get much better than what he did tonight, and he won this game for the Cannons. So that'll do it. The winning pitcher for the night, Nick Stazik. He goes 3 perfect outside of that 1 error. Ryan Morrison picks up a save. Cannons win 6-4 from me and my partner Tristan and Jeremy Huber here earlier. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. for a doubleheader against these Woodstock River Bandits. Thank you all for listening, and have a fantastic rest of your night.
Thomas